Hello, runners! Welcome back to another exciting episode of Runner's Ride. I know the local agencies and broadcast people would tell you about terrible storms going through the wasteland, and they're completely exaggerated stories. You shouldn't be listening to any part of your local propaganda. However, we are back, and thanks again to the wonderful Orc Skull Studio for giving me this live and established broadcast all over the globe. Let's see, we're back once again with the team of Warcry, which after last time had a bit of a feral encounter, one might say, with some cybered up wolves. Luckily, no amount of cyberization or cyber psycho can handle the sheer weight and capacity of a tank after all. And though the battle was quite harrowing and the weather seemed to be getting far worse, our team, I think would be the best term here. Yes, team. We'll just go with team. Managed to survive the encounter, though missing a limb. Far better than the rest of the wolves that encountered our group. Unsigned heads to the hospital to get a new cyber limb grafted. Meanwhile, Scorn gets some, just gets repaired and fixed by a few members of the band, while Doc Nova and Frank are going to take care of getting the last bit of resources required for their job. A cold front has moved into Nightfest. Heavy fog and random snowstorms. Even the surrounding area has been even told of blood storms of snow. Either way, still another exciting time at the drug-fueled, celebration that is Nightfest. Is there anything you guys would like to add?
I think that sums up quite nicely. We're all about doing that stuff. Gonna get ourselves ready and gonna go and stop a train. That's the hope, anyway. I'm sure it'll go perfectly according to plan, with no hitches.
Of course. There could never go something wrong with our plans.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Now, outside, you have a little bit of time to hang out at the hospital. We have a lot of people coming in and out, and they're doing a lot of more, what you might find is more extreme surgeries on,
right,
various corporate people who have been, shot and tortured and various things. They're doing a lot of trauma to keep them alive, pumped with various kind of drugs. So it doesn't take you necessarily long to get admitted, but you do have about 15-20 minutes to kill.
Mm-hmm.
A wonderful piece of information you will garner while waiting, just to add to the things going on, is roll me a d10. For Nexia, coming in hot already with those +2s. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. Very nice.
I'm going to assume 1 is a good number. Like it always is in Cyberpunk.
Close to this area is a vendette you caught rumors about that you actually get to see part of the situation and scene of, but you definitely don't have enough time to get too involved unless you want to forego your surgery and make the group late.
No, I can't be doing that. So he's actually close to that vendor that he found out about earlier, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Just enough to, as I said, you're going to garner just a little information about it. There is a crowd of over 50 people around this vendette. However, most of them aren't using them. Most of them seem to have some kind of like brain dance head case on, or brain dance visor of some kind. A lot of people have wired into this vendette, and of the 50 or so people around, most of them are unconscious, showing all the signs of a deep dive. Some of them have been deep diving here for a few days, as they've already soiled themselves at least more than once.
Right.
Of the 50 people here, there appears to be a handful of people that they're connected to the machine, but their body is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever this is, a lot of people seem to be staying a distance away from it, because even as you're sitting here probably 20, 30, 40 meters, however, not close enough to be really involved in it, but definitely in the surrounding area, the Vedmat calls to people. It's intelligent and automated, trying to do everything in its power to get people come to purchase something from it.
You mean like audibly, right? And say, "Hey, you there?
Yes.
Fine stranger, come over." Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you look thirsty. Come get something to drink. You've got to be hungry with all the drugs you're doing. Come get a snack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's an upbeat, cheery, automated Vendat. But why is there 50 people plugged into it, and what is going on there? Definitely, who's to say? Before your curiosity will get the better of you, though, a doctor girlfriend will come out of the hospital and shout toward you, or you'll get rolled in and admitted for your new bar.
Perfect. I can't remember. Are schisms a thing yet?
I'm sorry, what?
Schisms, spontaneous craving satisfaction machines, the ones that have the almost an AI in them.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. Either way, he's just going to head in. Although he's very much watching it like a hawk. But yeah, he's not going to screw the team over, so he's just going to swallow his curiosity, get a new arm, seeing as his old one doesn't exist anymore. Well, actually, it does. It's just rotting in a desert. Or I guess turning into jerky is probably more accurate, seeing that it's in a nice desert. But either way, it's not exactly any good for him anymore. So he's getting a nice metal one. And that's him out for the next 4 hours.
Scorn, it takes you 4 hours to get repaired. You can put yourself back up to 100%, please. Your armor is repaired as well.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. So I'm using like 12 places.
Okay. No, it's fine. I'm going to double check it. I'm just putting it out there to let people know because A, you're also an FDC. 4 hours fully repaired.
All right, I will sort that out.
No problem. But Crank, what are you doing during this time? Anything in particular? No, is there specific things you want to get? Like,
Let me see. I wanted to make a list, but I forgot. Get some fuel for the tank. Pull up at some random gas station. Maybe get some ammo for my SMG and maybe some more for my Tsunami Arms Helix. Yeah, maybe get a quick heal. Wait, what's it called again? The
triple X.
No, the heal thing. The fucking
Speed heals, quick heals.
Quick heals. Yeah, just a quick heal to get him back to full hit points and a new armor jack, light armor jack.
That's a good point. Can you remember if Fenstein speed healed himself?
yes.
Did he?
Did he?
In the last fight, I can't remember.
Yes.
He did, cool. Well, then obviously he's not eligible for another one today, then.
Nope.
Alright, fine. Just double check him.
You could take a quick heal, and the negative effects would be done long before your encounter tonight.
Oh, so it reduces for 1 hour. Yeah, sure. I'll bust one of those out as well.
Right ahead.
That's that done. Do I have to roll it myself? Looks like I do.
Sadly, yes.
Not a problem.
Oh yeah, I have another question.
Yes.
Does the SMG that I got, does it take special ammo, so like armor piercing ammo or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
There we go. Awesome. Got that pulled up just because I needed to have that. I didn't want to forget that in advance. Okay. D10. You know what? I'll just roll it for you real quick. It's not going to be that hard to get any of these things. Quick heals are definitely pretty easy to get. You could easily pick up 10 speed heals if you want. They'll even cut you a slight discount on it.
Sure, that sounds good.
You can get 10 speed heals at half the cost, so it would be 2,500 eddies.
Never mind, I don't have the money for that. We only got 2,000 each, right?
Maybe? Like, I could have swore I gave you guys 20k up front, which...
Oh fuck yes, it was 20k. Holy fuck.
So I'm not sure how you guys are splitting that. No, that was a total upfront. That wasn't each. Mm-hmm. That was total upfront.
Okay, so we have 4 people, which means 5,000 per person, right? Are we splitting that differently?
Yeah, it sounds good to me. I don't get given money, but Dog Nova still holds on. Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully I don't need it.
I mean, Unsigned's only used 500 for the arms, so you can use the rest of his cut if you need to.
Okay. I'm gonna try to stay under the 5,000 that was allocated to me, but it's good to know that I can use more if I need more. But yeah, I'm gonna get those 10 speed heals, I think. Makes sense.
Okay. Alright, quick heals. I believe what you said.
Heals. Yeah.
Speed heals
Wait,
are
what's
even cheaper
the...
than
Oh,
that.
okay, yeah. Yeah, no, but...
You can quick heal as many times a day as you want, you just gotta deal with the reflex penalty for an hour.
Turn to a slug.
Speed heals require a med tech to get, a trained med tech to administer more than one dosage.
Okay. Yeah, no, then I'm gonna get the quick heals.
A quick heal is just morphine.
With a little bit of endorphins and stuff in it, yeah.
Yeah. Just cybermorphine.
Okay. But yeah, no, it is a morphine grade style of drug to, numb part of the body and repair it a little bit. That's why you get a little bit bonus. But for about an hour afterwards, you're kind of...
Yeah.
Okay, and then probably... Wait, how long do they... Yeah, I'm gonna take 1 right now. Which gives me how much again? 2d6 plus 3. Okay. Oh, nope, that's not how you roll. Oh, okay.
Very nice.
Yeah. And I mean, do you want to play out any of the me buying things, or?
Well, I mean, you guys are at the point in this part of the day. There's a lot of vendor trucks out. It's just what's available each day is what matters.
It's what you bump into.
Mm-hmm. What's available at what trucks? Some of these trucks are practically giving things away. There's some of them are a lot of crowds, but you have to remember with the recent storm that just blew through, a lot of people's tents or encampments are in shambles. So the crowds around the vending areas, and some of these trucks are much lower at this moment because some people's camps might be 100 meters away at this moment from what they were originally set up at.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm looking for a bunch of ammunition and like grenades and stuff like that I can maybe get my hands on. If there's anything like that.
Nightfest.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
There is a truck that is literally got a good selection of grenades. It just has some arachnid, smoke and tear gas, biotoxin, flashbangs, EMPs, and armor piercing.
You know what? Let's just do 10 armor piercing for 1,000 total.
Yeah, 500 eddies.
Oh, okay.
Dude, we can't fully charge the fucking war cry and the orc boys.
I mean, thank you, I guess. Very nice of you.
In fact, I did specify at the beginning of Nightfest. The orcs helped start and run Nightfest for almost a decade now. So it's almost like they are an intrinsic part of the Nightfest runnings, and Warcry is a popular band here. Most people know who you and Scorn are. Most people know who you are because of Scorn.
With that, can I also get 100 armor-piercing bullets for my SMG?
Roll a d10.
I don't know if it.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Oh, all I was gonna say is if that's the case, and it's like can I do like a charismatic impact for the band? You know what I mean?
Go ahead. Especially when you start hyping up the fact that we're gonna go blow up a fucking train.
I
Okay.
I don't know how active I can be in these hours, but he's probably not doing much other than shouting and writing new songs, which will inevitably draw some attention.
Of this 8-hour time, 4 hours, you're literally doing nothing but sitting still while you get repaired. There's intelligent and mental things you can do there or talk to people, sure. The 4 hours after that, though, you're free to do whatever the hell you want. You're fully healed. Yeah, I can give you some armor piercing bullets, man. That's no problem. But if you want some good ones, you're gonna want to talk to that crazy person. He's actually over by the bathhouses. He's got good ammo. But I mean, if you really need some right now, he will for free give you a clip of AP rounds.
Yeah, sure, okay. What's the guy's name? You know, the crazy guy over by the bathhouses?
Pulling him out of the NPC list. One moment. I overslept entirely too much today, so I'm a little behind myself. Please forgive me. It's a pretty boy that goes by the name of Revenant. Okay, he's crazy mainly because of the company he keeps. I hear he once survived an encounter with Adam Smasher while walking home from a bar one night.
Oh, that sounds like a guy that I would like to meet. Bye-bye, see you. And Frank just turns around and goes wherever the bathhouse is. Wait, where is it?
While you head over to the other side of the stage, across Nightfest and everything else, I just need one perception check.
Not gonna be good. I can tell you that much.
Awesome.
Can I throw one out with him as well? I imagine I'm going to spend the 4 hours that I'm not doing anything, just chilling with Chill. Or Frank, sorry.
Frank.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll as well.
Okay. I'm fully into the music right now. I'm fully into the music right now.
So there's a lot of more tour buses and for other bands on this side of like Nightfest, but since none of them are Warcry, and since none of them have a tank, neither of you guys care.
Sounds correct.
Okay, you walk even right past this like really poppy one, but you know there's a bar and a guy selling really weird ammo, and that's what you're looking for. So who the fuck cares?
Nice.
Um, at least that became canon. But heading over though, you find a pretty boy with a lot of cyber wolves, some techs in the back with a large automated machine, and they're literally cranking out custom rounds with a like a refrigerator style 3D printing machine, and they've got 2 of them in the back just cranking out custom ammo. And he's got a nice jacket. I mean, even with everything going on, even after the storm, he's already gotten changed. And there's minimal amount of like muck on his shoes. This is a very... He cares about his image. There's a few cyber samurai in the area, and even some tenders, selling off drugs, some panther frames, and various other body exotics. But as you guys come up, okay, he takes one look at you all and goes, welcome. Or do we have some people maybe interested in finding their new mark?
We need ammo.
Well, that's good, boy, because I sell ammo. Kind of says with a smile and like, do you know what kind of gun it is? Do you know how big the bullet is? Did you bring any of it with you?
It's an SMG. And 1 down a piercing.
Yeah, I got armor piercing bullets for an SMG. Do you know if it's a heavy SMG or a light SMG? Based off your size, I'm sure everything's light to him, right?
Ask him about the special stuff.
Hey, what's with the special stuff?
Well, my boy over here managed to do a raid on a facility, managed to get some very exotic weapon schematics, and we sold part of the entire drive of various exotic ammos. I've got a few of them for sale if you're interested.
Yeah, sure.
But if you don't, this may be Night Fest, but if you don't got the money, just don't waste my time.
What do you have? Just tell me, what do you have, please?
Okay. Well, he walks over, grabs a box, and goes, here's a box of tech upgrade with armor piercing rounds. You want them for pistols, SMGs, just grabbing boxes and putting them on the back of the trailer, or for a heavy assault rifle. I got these. I got these bad boys here. We make them in-house. These are copperheads. They're hot-loaded rounds. These have a bit more impact, but nothing really too special about them. I've got these in various sizes as well. If you're looking for something a bit more of the kick behind them, my journal.
That's what the Helix doesn't take special ammo, right? Because it's a normal exotic.
I would have to pull it up and double check that, but I'm pretty sure you are correct because
I'm like 90% sure. I mean, you can carry on, man. Pick out the book. Give me a sec.
Thank you. Now, if there's something, I can get you some high impact, expansive rounds with armor piercing expansive rounds. That's pretty easy to do. You could also make some custom loaded shells here if you're interested as well. Rounds of various sorts. Some people got some weird things here. I mean,
yeah, I want all of that.
And explosives.
Besides that shopping bag of grenades you already got right there?
Yeah. We're gonna blow up a train, so,
Well, if you're blowing up a train, you're gonna need... I don't think bullets are gonna cut it, my friend. We got some serious putty.
I mean, that's why we got a tank.
Oh, you got a tank? You need shells for that bad boy? How big of a tank? Wait, are you guys the ones with the... I mean, how many tanks are at Night Fest? It's got to be you guys.
Yes, it's probably our tank. That is correct.
You want us to blow something up for you? You'll do it. 1,000 eddies. And there's some shells.
Fair. Tech upgraded AP rounds. Okay. Just base, standard armor piercing rounds. tech upgraded are going to cost you twice as much as standard AP rounds. Okay, those are the cheapest bullets you're asking for.
Okay, and how much? How much for a tank shell? Good, or like a few tank shells.
It's like, you got the casing, or do I got to fabricate the casing too?
I think you need to fabricate the casing too.
If I fabricate the casing, that's going to cost me a bit more of extra materials, but you guys are blowing up a tank. They'd run me about 500 eddies a piece, but and that's probably for your probably a basic shell for you. Now, if you want something with a bit of kick behind it, I can get you something that's definitely going to be much more enjoyable for that aspect, especially for probably, let's call it train grade ammunition. But those usually are going to run you about 2,000 eddies a piece. If I'm fabricating it the shell as well.
Scone, you can put some stuff, some of your money in, because I'm kind of, on the edge here.
I haven't got any money.
Oh fuck yeah, you get yeah, okay. But it's just yeah, let's go on. What do you say? Do we take the armor piercing shell or not? Yeah, okay.
How much money do we
We're gonna
need?
take it. A little bit. Like 2,000 for the shell, and then how much again for the armor piercing?
Armor piercing shell, or just tech upgraded like AP rounds for your submachine gun?
Yeah, for the submachine gun.
Alright, yeah, get the lot. We'll get the money.
Yeah.
Doc's always good for money. You just tell people whatever the fuck you want, and Doc always pays for it.
It's going to be 200. The tech upgraded heavy pistol rounds for your heavy SMG are going to be 200 eddies for a box of 10.
Okay, we want 100 of those. And Scon, do you want anything else?
All these numbers is very confusing. If you got any guitars, one guitar.
I don't.
Alright, I'm out. I'll go everything I need.
Sorry. I don't sell guitars. We sell ammo.
Do you have like maybe a large box of scrap metal that I can throw at people?
Yes, I.
Great, how much for that?
Kind of looks at you. Looks at like you can have that entire 50-pound crate there for $500.
Alright, deal. Charge it to Doc Nova. And I'll send him.
Yeah, all the other stuff also to Doc Nova.
I'm gonna send him like 5 phone numbers of Doc Nova.
Okay. Just for the sake of simplicity, let me help you understand this. How many of the the big rounds are you going to buy? Are you going to buy any of those?
We do still have 3, so just 2 probably.
Okay. 2 of the 2,000 eddy rounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Any basic shells? Or is that the only shells you're buying?
Only shells we're buying.
Okay. How much tech upgraded AP rounds do you want?
100.
Okay. All right, so that is that's 24K I need.
How much?
Okay. Sorry. I charged you one too much. You only want 100 rounds, and they are sold in.
How much? Again?
6K total.
Okay, yeah. Charge that to Doug Nova. Does that include the 500 for a box of scraps?
No, so that'd be 6.5K.
Okay.
Great.
Well, can we just take the shit now, or do we have to wait for you to
Wait.
handcraft it?
Okay. I'm gonna need an hour for the shells.
Okay. Well, have fun. I gotta put some fuel into my tank. Bye bye.
Please deduct 5,000. No, I'm kidding. The chew has all been stolen in advance. Chew is free here, as long as it's being used for vehicles and not to bathe in or burn. It's fine.
Okay, I do have a question.
I have an answer. Let's see if they match.
There is in Electrum. There's this one special fuel that I don't remember what the exact effects were. I'm looking for it right now.
No, you
But
mean
would that work?
the the suicide fuel?
Yeah, the suicide fuel.
I don't think that's a good idea to put it into an engine, buddy. Considering what its job is.
But we do have a tank.
Okay, I understand
The
that.
engine isn't armored on the inside.
The Petrochem Nitro Ultra 9, which means its move increases by 5, but it takes 12d6 damage instead of 66 damage when it runs into something.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get some fuel additive to go with that? Is basically what you're asking for.
Yeah, just something that I can maybe pour in case we need to go faster because the train's getting away from us. So just not have it in there now, but so we can put it in when we need it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in too.
Okay. Unfortunately, you have to use 5 of them to affect the tank.
I mean, that makes sense. It's a big tank.
It's not an efficient engine. It's an all-purpose engine that goes into a tank. It utilizes any combustible fluid, but it doesn't mean it's been tuned to use those well. It's been actually tuned down just to use anything that burns as a fuel source.
Okay.
So to actually get enough kick for that to have enough effect, 5 of them and I'll allow it. Okay.
Of them.
You get ammo. You get a box of scraps. You get a couple more shells. You actually get 6 of those in total, because you do get a gear drop in that time that actually brings you 4 more of those shells.
Oh Jesus! Okay. They didn't really need to buy them, but
Well, now you really don't need to get any more. Just shoot them willy-nilly.
At this point, unsigned, you get out of the hospital. Brand new cyber limb. Brand new spanking arm.
Yeah, lovely, nice. I mean, it's not super chrome, but it is a chrome arm. As in, it's just a solid, well designed, but solid piece of metal. That's just all silver. Probably still a little bit kind of black and shiny from the machining oil that it's just probably come out of. And yeah, you'll head back to the rest of the group. I'm trying to think, was that was his non-net deck arm, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. That was must have been his right arm that went off then. Cool. Yeah, he'll head back and join the others either way.
You reconvene. The tank has been chewed up. There is a couple extra canisters of chew on it. The shells are loaded. The girls are on the vehicle. Scorn's there. Everyone's pretty much gathered. It's colder. A lot of chic bag lady or even bohemian style hand knitted sweaters and scarves are starting to become more available to help people stay warm. But you reconvene and it is getting late. It's been 8 hours. You still have a little time to waste without having to worry about scheduling conflicts, but not much. As you guys are hanging out by the tank and waiting, you'll see Unsigned come back with a brand new shiny chrome, a brand new shiny arm.
Yeah, his jumpsuit's been like... Well, he doesn't bother wearing the jumpsuit over the right arm anymore, and it's kind of stitched in around the armpit so that it's still... what's the word? Still airtight, just around the where it connects to the body now, not all the way down to the wrist.
You want me to sign your new arm?
I mean, Unsigned would frown if he had eyebrows with which to do that with.
Vex goes, I'll get the chisel.
Why would I want you to do that?
People, I don't know, people do it. Get well soon.
I'm not ill.
You're fucking sick.
That goes straight over. Well, actually, no, it doesn't go over Unsigned's head because he's from space. It goes underneath his feet. He doesn't even realise it's there. Not that I know of, but okay.
Alright. Go on. Doc's got a bail. He's got band stuff going on. Get in the tank. We're going.
Do you have a plan on how we're going to stop this train?
Shoot it with a tank.
The train with a tank?
Yes.
Are you particularly good at... I mean, he's gonna get into the tank while having this conversation, so we can start driving off. But
as you go to get in the tank, you hear "Oi!" from underneath you, and Ray's looks out, goes, "You need somebody to shoot this thing, don't you?"
Yes. You want to come with us?
Okay, I'm already in the tank. You tell Skinny here not to sit on my lap unless he wants to get freaky during the ride.
Do it. It's worth it. Get on her lap.
Oh, is he talking about me? No.
Yeah, she's looking up at you from inside the tank, the gunner's position, like... There's only... Inside the tank, there's enough room for 2 people. A driver and a gunner.
Well, I was told... Well, guess I'll have to take the bus then.
You can also, sit on the tank. It's
I feel like the
surprisingly
point of the
comfortable.
tank is to be inside of it, no?
Is that
I mean,
true?
yeah.
Why do you always put me on the outside?
Because you don't even fit in the inside. Like, it's rough for
I
me.
can fit in it. Is there a reason that we don't want to take the bus?
Doc will shell out, "Because I need it for work. Just take the tank. Blow it up.
Okay.
Do your
I'll
thing."
sit on the outside of a tank then. Either way.
Vex,
You can they take cover behind the like turret? Or the,
a little until you start moving the turret, then that might make things problematic.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Vex, though, the other female member of Warcry who's not going, will toss up to you a parcel of stuff unsigned. It appears to be goggles, a large, heavy, and slightly smelly scarf, and a head cap. Some gloves. Some basic stuff to help you keep you exposed. Like, it'll keep the smoke and dust off you. Gloves to help you hold on. You don't want it, that's fine, but looks like you might need it.
Fine. Unsigned kind of... It's almost like an indignity to him that he will dress up as a Roman in Rome and put the outfit on. The scarf is probably I don't know, probably just kind of hangs very limply off of his frail little form. Kind of like 2 extra limbs. I mean, the scarf's probably thicker than some of his limbs are. I mean, even his cyber arm's particularly thin. Because, it's metal, it doesn't need to be human-sized.
It's some kind of... It's definitely not a clean material. It might have once been some type of knit or thicker material, not necessarily burlap, but maybe close. But with all the grease, oil, and stuff in it, it's become almost a more solid bit of cloth. Though it has a smell to it, it does act as a wonderful wind blocker and insulation due to the elements.
Yeah, fantastic. He'll have that on. He's going to have the goggles above. He's not going to be wearing them properly. They're just going to be resting on his head right now. Was there gloves as well, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Well, 1 glove will go on. Very little need to have a glove on the other hand. He'll set himself down on the back of the tank.
It is a little uncomfortable, but there are these knobs in place to sit on that you do find a almost familiar bout of cold metal comfort that's not necessarily unreminiscent of home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hard metal panels, he's used to.
A general party of orcs and people are pretty much around the encampment cheering you all on. But you're pretty much hanging out. Grim will pretty much kind of give it a couple of pats and give you a thumbs up.
Well, let's hope the corporations aren't listening to this. Turns to look directly at the stream camera.
Somewhere in Night City, someone goes. Anyways, Grim kind of slaps it and looks at your score and go, "You guys are good."
Oh no.
Well,
Fucking crank it. Go.
and Crank will crank it.
All right. The thing roars to life like a slumbering beast, and go ahead and give me that pilot check to make sure, the drive check to make sure you're not going killdozer at Night Fest, please.
Murder like 50
23.
people on the way out.
All right. A lot of people will follow you out cheering and everything else. You'll get some veers and sneers from a few people, but pretty much a war band will follow you guys out as you exit Night Fest, leaving the bits of illumination and residual heat that does come from being in a city away. As you enter the desert, the sun has set, and you drive off into the night. And within minutes, you start to feel the cold and the bitterness of the elements, the rumbling engine that you guys are sitting on, the music, probably at least a portable speaker of 2. Well, Scorn has a portable speaker, so it probably is some music you guys are listening to a degree as you guys rumble out into the wasteland.
Yeah, of course, we're listening to our own.
Wow,
our
you're
own
back
music.
in original. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh god, people that listen to their own music.
I mean, I
It's so long.
imagine
Right.
actually that I would be working on something fresh whilst I'm on top of the truck. Just, barely holding on, but still working on something fresh.
So I'm thinking like with one hand holding the scarf in front of his mouth so he doesn't choke on sound. And then the other hand clinging onto the tank as he kind of gets rattled around like a bag of bones. And
You guys
Frank's
having
gonna have
fun
to
up there?
shout over the engine noise. You really... Oh wait, no. Excuse me. You really want to shoot the train while it is moving. Are you positive
Yes.
this is the idea that you want?
Do we have a better idea?
Now, I'm not an expert on Earth transportation, but last I checked, trains have to go on train lines, right?
I think so, yes.
What happens if the train line is destroyed?
I can't follow. Repeat that, please.
ooh, I know.
Unsigned really
You
needs a
see
third
part
head
of
so
a
he can rub his
hand
eyes.
coming out of the hatch, like somebody raising a hand.
I don't know. Yes, it's not a class, but go on.
The train will stop?
It's a good job you can't hear him sigh because of the dim. If there is a destroyed road and the car drives off the destroyed road, what happens?
It jumps it.
There needs to be a ramp for that.
Are you sure about that?
I decide as you sit here chatting with them, there's a slow realization coming to you that you're pretty sure you're smarter than all three of them combined.
Well, I mean, you already knew that, but now he really knows that. So yeah, there's another side that's thankfully hidden by the engine and the gale as they drive. Yes, look. If we destroy the tracks, then the train will crash as it goes off of the rails.
Okay.
However, it's also very likely that the train will... there'll be some kind of detection on the tracks to see if they are, I don't know, well, broken or dangerous in any way. If it's anything like the maglevs that I'm used to, then there'll be some kind of electrical current that runs through the rails, which, you know, is obviously broken when the rails are broken. So we arrive there early,
at the
and then you can spend 10 minutes aiming very, very carefully at the rail to make sure you absolutely do not miss in any circumstance. And then 5 or so seconds before the train is about to cross the area of the track, you shoot the track. And if you want to fire a second shot into the train, feel welcome to. But I think the hole in the track is probably going to be the priority.
Okay. Can you do that?
Can you shoot a stationary target for me?
Yeah, I'm looking at the gunner. What's her name again?
Ray's looks back up at you with that like a look over at you, and there's the most resting bitch face of I can't believe you even asked me that.
Just
And
wanted
she's
to make sure.
slowly bringing her cyber arm up, clenching it into a fist.
How fast does it take to load a second shot into this thing?
We can have 2 shots loaded at the same time. But
Are there 2 barrels? There's 2 barrels.
we have 2 barrels, wait.
Well, very well. Have something that can destroy the track in one barrel, and then have something that can destroy the lead compartment of the train, and then we can do best of both worlds.
Sounds good.
Finally, I understand that, you hear her proclaim.
Good. I think. Does anyone have anything else they want to add to this?
What do we do when the train stops? Do we just go in there and take what we need?
Last I checked, the job is to stop the train, right?
Well, I think there was like some information. There was like a bonus, right? I don't know how you get information off a train.
Usually in storage devices.
Oh, like a box?
A box for data, yes.
What is that?
What do you think your agents use to store the stuff that's on them?
My brain.
Even not necessarily true for an internal agent, believe it or not. Can you remember the phone numbers of all of your friends?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It's a skeptic eyebrow raise. Right. Well, either way.
Crank, for instance, is number 3.
Of course. Irregardless. Beyond the nebulous idea of information, what else? What is this bonus that you're talking about?
Mate, why don't you just give Doc a quick buzz on the way out, and he knows the details.
Right.
I know his number if you want. He's 1.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm fine to just text it just to get the job information off the doc. He doesn't text 1 though. I imagine in the Cyberpunk universe, the numbers are probably the same as like number plates, where you can spend a lot of money to get like a really cool number.
Correct.
So if someone out there's got 1, that probably gets prank called all the time.
I was just thinking 1 as in like I don't know how, but I'm assuming I have like
speed dial. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I knew you meant that. I just like the idea that you can pay for numbers in the same way you can for license space.
They did talk about a bonus if you could figure out, maybe some extra information involving where these extra cyber psychos or max tech people were going. But the core of the mission was to stop the train.
Oh, going. Okay, so if we can figure out where the train was headed, that's it, basically, right?
Okay, correct. Now,
okay.
I need a deduction check from you.
From me, yeah?
Yes, from Unsigned. As you're reading over the job information, and I'm just going to recap part of this here for you. This is a train that goes from the regional penitentiary prison that captured the most extreme and dangerous criminals that are captured are sent to. And the most cyber-psychically volatile ones, the ones that even MaxTac captures alive, are sent off to this installation by a train. And the members are supposed to...
Right.
And the installation sends to Night City reconditioned cyber psychos to become new MaxTac officers. Now, some of these officers are not making it back to Night City, and there's enough evidence to make people speculate and believe they're being sold off to other powers. Stopping the whole thing, and i.e. the train shipment and stuff, is the primary focus. If you guys want to dig into deeper into it, it will pay more. And based off of that role, there's four of you, and a tank.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can put that with an 11 deduction checks.
Yeah, no, I get you. No, it's fine. Well, if all we need to do is figure out where the train is going, and we derail it, we can go to wherever the driver is and either get the information from the driver. If there isn't one and it's an unmanned train, then we can probably pull the information from whatever device is in charge of operating the vehicle. I might have to net run it. So it's probably best that your tank shooter friend, well, 2 of you remain in the vehicle, and then someone comes with me to the vehicle itself once it's comes to the train with me, so that I can try and extract the destination from it. But if we see any sign of trouble, we just leave. I'd rather get paid and live than die trying to get paid more.
What? Sounds like fun. Are we there yet? Staying so long, Frank.
I don't know, I just drove into the desert because I don't know where I'm going.
Unsigned, where are we going?
The direction.
And you guys start heading out the right way into the desert.
You turn around and go past the festival again.
Now, you guys have been heading the right way the entire time. Don't worry about that. I'm not that mean yet. Ooh, sticky bites.
Oh, damn, son. Ooh, got a +2 to it.
I mean, I feel like when we're about to shoot a train for the Cyber Psychos, we just have one of them breach containment, right?
Nah, never. That won't happen. Definitely not.
No, definitely not.
Slight accent there, and that's fine. Fix that real quick. But it will take you. You guys have about 90 minutes to kill driving through the desert. Well, that's not 100% true because as you guys are talking, roll perception checks.
Wait, we actually just going to drive past this. That'd be so funny.
No.
Like, oh, you just see it. You just see some guy come out of the sky and just land in the desert, and you're just like, okay, see you, buddy. Regular perception, yeah.
Yep. Perception, please.
There you go. I'm perceiving.
You are not good at looking. It's I feel like.
I'm still writing the song. Fuck off. I don't give a shit about seeing things.
You're about not even 15, 20 minutes outside of Night Fest. And you are, conversation has come to a pause. Just the rumbling of the engine, the desert, the wind, watching. Is that a pair of red lights coming out of the sand? Unsigned?
Similar red lights to what we saw with the sand stuff there,
Yes.
right? Yeah, Unsigned is like immediately smashing or punching the top of the turret to get Crank's driving, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, to get Crank's
What?
More of the
What's going
Scorpions are here. Diverts go somewhere else.
What?
The Scorpions turn
What
direction.
Scorpions?
The ones that
What?
literally tried to kill us to... Go on. Explain.
Big scorp. I don't know. What are we talking about?
you guys-
Drive straight. Stop. Sorry, go on, Mark.
Yeah, I
The
Crank
turret-
would.
Hold on, just as a note. As you guys are having this conversation, it was like, oh, what? The turret, you guys feel starting to move. The entire top of the turret is beginning to rotate.
Hey, have you still got those earplugs?
Fortunately, yes.
Perfect.
We shouldn't be fighting these. We won't win.
I think we're still driving though, so that's fine.
Doesn't mean we should find them. They will
What
go faster
are
than
they?
this tank. It's a couple dozen, if not more, cybernetically converted people and drones, designed specifically to destroy your festival, more or less.
Yeah, but if there's only 4 of them, what's the issue?
There's only 4 of them currently visible. Remember when you went to stop for fuel, and a couple dozen of them, if not more, came up from under the ground?
I'm gonna message Crank. And it's just very broken from my internal agent. It says a couple dozen equals 4, right?
Sorry, what was it?
What's a dozen?
I don't know. 3,
But
I
at that
think.
point in town, there's a resounding kaboom as the first cannon shot goes off.
Ooh. Alright. Well, we don't have to fight him.
He says after he just Unsigned has got like one hand there, he's like, what? What did he say?
There's and keep in mind, for about 30 seconds afterwards, you guys have some ring. You Unsigned, there is a ringing. Everything sounds
he just can't,
deaf,
right? Even
like
with the
party-
earplugs, he can't hear shit.
Okay, but because you guys are all on top of the turret, we're looking forward. Well, now the turret's looking in the direction that you saw these things from. The second raise hits lock, there's a the front end explodes in 3-meter jet of fire. There's a whistle, which is the last thing you hear for a split second, before you see an explosion and 3 other explosions from that area. And everything's really ringing and kind of quiet, like people are talking from much farther away.
Yeah. Just keep driving.
Okay.
Scorn is still talking to you, but you can't hear him.
Yeah.
Womp, 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 womp.
Frank just keeps driving.
It's kind of like one of those Call of Duty cutscenes where you get hit by the artillery. Everything becomes like 24 frames per second.
The ringing echoes for a little bit, but as like you guys continue driving one way, and the turret kind of just continues swiveling around. It's now the turret is facing backwards as you guys are basically moving forward, and she is scanning, pretty much going like 45 degrees back and forth for about the next minute, scanning.
You're not entirely sure why at this point, but Scorn is offering you a can of spray paint.
And Simon kind of looks at it in confusion and puts it in his pocket. Is it silver spray paint?
I don't know. It's the. It's glow paint, glow in the dark spray paint. I've got a few on them, so he would have just grabbed one randomly. So you decide whatever color.
The fog becomes thicker and colder. And as you're even starting to see, for those of you who breathe, you're actually starting to see moisture fog and congestion come out as the temperatures drop further and further and closer to sub-zero temperatures.
Yeah. And Simon's keeping that scarf up, and actually, that's a good point. Is there like an exhaust kind of vaguely near the part of the tank that he's clinging onto? Can you kind of like mosey up to it, and even if he's going to get sootier, at least a bit warmer near it, right?
It's dark, the raining stops within about 10-15 minutes. There's only one more blast that happens again, taking out another 3-pack of scorpions. But after that, you will feel that the city signal ends of the actual, pretty much communication balloons around Nightfest, and you have properly entered the wasteland, heading out towards your location. This puts you about 60 minutes from it, trucking right along. You're going pretty good, making pretty decent time. I'm going to need another perception check from everyone here in just a minute, please.
I feel like we can just let Unsigned roll.
Yeah,
If you want to let
undebatable.
Unsigned, you are officially a lookout on the tank.
3.
Well, I mean, the thing is the only one that I think it's not that it's hard to see what he's looking for. We're in an open desert. It's just that no one else is paying attention apart from him, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else has just like gone to stargazing or shoving their head down exhaust pipes to enjoy the fumes, And the signs seeing one.
What? No, yeah. Well, even out here in the desert, you and Ray's both will be able to notice it. Everyone else, I mean, Crank's looking at the world through a scope in black and white, and Scorn is more thinking about music than anything else. But that looks like a meteor, you hear Ray say, and you see it and you know exactly what it is. It is an orbital drop pod.
It's coming towards us.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Just keep driving, and we hope this thing can't run faster than a tank.
I don't think Crank would even hear you saying keep driving, so he just keeps driving.
That's good, because I'm going to need a driving check. As you watch as the pod seems to activate some thrusters, and it's not slowing down, it's trying to alter its trajectory.
Oh my! I got onto our secret plan.
I'm using 2+2s for that.
Oh,
That's a good
that might be a
plan.
pretty good idea. Please use them.
Sure, we don't want some more.
It's a 28.
you guys will barely, and I do mean barely, okay, let me give this. Let me try to explain this from the person who's not paying attention's perspective. Scorn, you are writing. You're in the zone. You're making the song. You thinking lyrics and shit. Life's going by pretty good, pretty good. And there's a massive gust of wind, exhaust, and thruster comes within 3 meters of you guys on this take. As you barely catch the glimpse of this massive structure-like pod come billowing right past you, almost like it was trying to aim for your head, and crash into the desert behind you.
Yeah.
A large kind of structure. And unsigned with your perception check, I'm giving this to you. You recognize the logo and name on it, and you know exactly what's in that pod before it opens.
God.
As during the Fourth Corporate War, there was experimental weapons used by the High Riders. Something that was very predominantly powerful and impactful on the battlefields was known as a Shiva combat frame.
People will just
one
not
rhino
stop
flavored.
sending us messages and presents and shit.
Nah, this one's not a present.
Picture pulled up. Yes, it's in here. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Look in the right fucking hole.
Well, as long as we keep driving. Oh, that's a new one.
It is armed, and you know for a fact everything about this. It is actually operated and controlled through orbital satellites. There's actually a controller in high orbit controlling this thing. There is no biosystem in this of any kind whatsoever.
It's
It is armed.
Okay.
It's armed with a variable 6 different weapon arms, each one using actually a portable laser pistol. You can actually sync these all up together to make one much larger blast, which was very capable against things like tanks, ACPAs, and various other installations.
Does Unsigned know what the range on this laser might be? Surely there's only a certain distance before the laser dissipates, right?
The energy beam begins to dissipate after about 100 meters. That can go a bit farther if they actually start utilizing multiple of the blasts together.
Yeah. And as far as he knows, this thing can't move quickly in any way?
No, it's actually relatively slow, sadly.
Good. Yeah, then this time, it's not even going to be a slam. He's going to... I'm assuming the hatch is either openable or opened. This time he's going to fully put his head through the hatch, drive as fast as you can before we all die.
What do you
This time
think
you
I'm
can't
doing?
shoot it. It's one of those, just doesn't, I'll explain later. Just keep running. And he's then going to try and clamber to the opposite side of the tank that's away from the, because obviously I'm assuming he's going to be behind as we drive past it, so you very much want to be on the front side of the tank now, not the back.
I mean, I guess Crank keeps driving.
Also, if you can dodge lasers, do that. And then he's disappearing off to go and hide at the front of the tank.
I don't blame you there. One shell goes wide. You can even hear it spin and blast as she starts firing tank rounds as laser beams come online. However, the tank will take a random bit of damage. One shell round will put this thing into a damaged state. A very damaged state.
Really?
It's a tank.
I
You're
know.
driving a weapon of war.
I know, but High Rider stuff usually has some bullshit behind it.
Okay. Oh, it does. 100%. Oh,
doesn't he get saved
unless
once
he
it's dead?
sees it die, he's not going to say anything. But there may be a legal opportunity there.
Yeah, honestly, probably a good idea.
come on. No, you and I get to stream tomorrow. Today is Daddy's Day to stream, okay? Go on, Munchkin. Alright, you're gonna get me in trouble.
Oh, you need to. Sorry, Ty, you need to fire him. He's slacking on the job.
Okay, sorry about that.
Wow.
Crank, you're the one driving. Give me a D10 roll quick, please.
A what?
D10.
D10, okay.
Okay. The tank rounds go off. You watch the thing go down. You watch the electrical field build on the sign. As it hits critical damage, it actually puts off a massive EMP blast in the area. Far larger than the standard scope. And you watch this rolling wave of electromagnetic energy come billowing toward the tank. And within seconds, it's almost right there, then just dissipates within meters away from the tank. You guys keep trucking right along into the desert.
I don't think Frank has even any idea that
his head.
something's going on, sorry.
No, it's alright. Unsigned kind of peeks his head over the top of the turret, sees it in the distance, then just kind of scowls at it before going back to his previously comfy warm spot by the exhaust. Wish we could find out why that keeps happening to us. Oh well.
It's probably just a coincidence.
I think this
Raz
is the
begins
fourth time this
to
happened
move
me, so-
some shells around and kind of looks at the thing and goes, "Good thing we brought extra ammo."
Wait, how much are those shells?
Remember that bonus you once promised me?
No.
Okay, well let's just say I spent more than that already.
Why did I promise you a bonus? Doc is not going to be happy with me. Alright.
Just shrugs.
Everybody, let's give Doc a bonus, alright? So that he's not
I'm
angry
not
about
part of
everybody.
this company. Don't include me in this.
Would you like a bonus?
However,
Do we have the money to give Doc a bonus?
I mean, what about if we just hook him up with somebody? It's been quite tense.
Oh yeah, that's a
recently.
good idea.
Oh, why, he seems to have a pretty relaxed life. No. Alright. Well, we'll just get him smokers.
as the weather begins to get worse and worse, it slowly begins to actually start to snow.
No, Jesus, okay. Fuck me. I've gone for like 5 weather systems.
Okay. It's cold. The metal begins to get worse. The rumbling, and it does slowly begin to accumulate in the desert. However, you do see unsigned, because you don't even need to roll at this point. That you do already see in the distance, about a couple kilometers ahead of you guys, the beginning of an area that was told to be maybe a good ambush spot, but you know you're coming closer to the train line.
Right. Crank, we need to find somewhere where you can set up for a good clean shot against the tracks, and preferably somewhere where myself and Scorn can hide near the tracks without getting shot by you. You think you can find a spot like that?
I don't know, I can't really see, but sure, I can look.
I'm going to need some wilderness survival checks from you all.
Yeah.
All of us, okay.
Still not good at those.
Also, or deduction to try to help understand the lay of the land, where to go, and what to do.
You know, weirdly, I put 2 points into it. Is that the... Did I
It's
choose
not
that?
get 2 by default, no.
It's not one of the ones you get 2 by default, is it?
Nope.
No.
So at some point I thought that was a good idea to put 2 points for some reason.
Probably because you heard about Night Fest and figured at some point in time you might be out in the middle of nowhere and this could happen.
Not wrong.
I think it ties into my.
Wow.
Doesn't matter.
That's kind of impressive.
Deepest low.
I'll be right back. Sorry, I need to leave for a bit.
That was fun. Let's actually take 10
All
right here before we actually get over to the
Timing.
next 10. This seems like a really good break point, actually.
All right, let's do it. They come. Thank you, everybody. See you in 10 minutes. Grab something to drink.
Down below, Smasher still out there grinning wide, and you, Randy Royer, couldn't even kicker. Gotta stay sharp, gotta stay mean, or you just meet in the carbon machine. Deals made in the shadows, knives in the dark. Flick of the wrist, another body's mark. You think you're tough, think you'll make it through, but you're just another gum they'll chew. Dead on arrival, the city don't care. Just another corpse, another blank stare. Dead on arrival, it's just a name. And I say we all play the game. Dead on arrival, we're born to fall. In this fucking place, no one stands tall. You're born to bleed, you're born to burn. In this chrome jungle, you never learn. Life's cheap here, cheaper than sin. In Night City, no one wins. Dead on the street, dead in the fight. Doesn't matter, you lose the light. From the slums to the sweeps, it's all the same. Everybody here plays the corporal's game. So take your shot, but don't blink twice. Cause one wrong step and you pay the price. You're just another body that'll lead to rot. In Night City, that's your lot. Dead on arrival, the city don't care. Just another corpse, another blank stare. Dead on arrival, it's just a name. In Night City, we all play the game. Dead on arrival, we're born to fall. In this fucking place, no one stands tall. Dead on arrival, played your part. In Night City, you die with a broken heart. Dead on arrival, we all fall down. Dead on arrival, in this carbo town. Dead on arrival, no one survives. Dead on arrival, say goodbye in your lives. Woke up face down in the dirt, feeling just fine. Don't know what happened, but I'm ready to grind. No change, no rules, just me in the night. I'm here to fuck, fight, and light till life. Smoke it, drink it, give me that high. If I crash and burn, so what, I'll die. Fuck it, live hard, break every rule. We're the freaks, the gods, and the cruel. Fuck it, live hard.
Welcome back, High Riders, Cromer. Let's see, it's the storm. There we go. Begins to snow more and more. The flakes getting heavier and larger. You guys, kind of based off some of the information you have, start to make heads or tails of the situation. You know, based off of with Unsigned's help, you have a good idea of where the prison is, which is to the south, and the installation then is to the north. So you know which direction the train should be heading. As you begin to get over kind of part of the horizon and closer to some of these plateaus, monolith structures of rock, you can make out some wreckage and remains, even still starting to slowly disappear beneath the snow. Perception checks.
Oh,
You keep asking for these and you keep getting bad results.
Well, maybe you should actually upgrade the teleoptics on your tank to be able to see better. And hopefully by the end of this encounter, I'll be able to drive that home.
I've done 4 perception checks and got 3 ones.
Yeah, you are just...
The song's coming along fucking nicely, though. I want to point that out.
That it is. Unsigned, you can make out certain parts of signal exchange on the train, on the train line, to know generally which way the train is supposed to be going. And up ahead, you even actually notice part of the train. You've been hitting all these perception checks, so give me a chance to explain this a bit better. The train line comes from the south, and just around this rock structure, there is a signal exchange. The train can go one of two directions. It's like at one point it hangs a left, and at one point it kind of hangs a right. Don't use those directions as cardinal facts. It's just there's a break, and it splits off in two different directions. You are, everything has happened, ahead of schedule to at least the best of your knowledge, but you have at least begun to find the train lines. Everyone else does it, and you guys are still just trucking right along, though, but you do see the structure. Tactically, it might serve a vantage point if you guys want to come at it from a different direction. You at least see train line, but you don't see a train as of yet.
I don't see shit. You guys crack on.
I mean, I don't see shit either.
It's one side. You are muted.
I am, my bad. At the fork, is there a signal box or something like that?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like immediately close to you guys. It's just close enough that you can see, even with the snow, the diminished visibility. The snow kind of accents before it completely envelops things. Everyone else is paying no attention, and pretty much at this point, you come to the realization of you're the only one that has any idea what's going on. Actually, at this point, it appears that even your gunner's asleep.
Once again, then there is a clanging of a metal hand on the roof of the turret. We're here. Go towards that junction.
What? Where?
Open up the driver's hatch. Look out the top of the vehicle.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't have a driver's hatch. And look, just in front of us, there's the junction.
Oh, that's a junction. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Where
yeah, okay.
one bit splits off, yes.
Yeah, okay. I definitely know what a junction is, yeah.
Like a bifurcation.
Exactly. Not quite sure why you know that word and you don't know junction, but I'm not going to question it.
I had an excellent buy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I guess I drive to that junction.
Okay. You turn, you move, you guys come closer to the junction. You are on the south side of kind of, like I said, larger rock structure, some kind of plateau, mesa of some kind. On top of it, you can even make out what appears to be a camp, a rundown camp, even further on as you guys get on top of the mesa as you guys get closer before it gets obstructed by just the size of the structure. As a note, unsigned. However, getting to the south side of it as you get close, it appears that one junction seems to head into a valley around this mesa, and the other one seems to go around it. But you guys stop within how far from the junction box?
I don't know, like 50 meters.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's no obvious cameras or anything around this spot. Just
absolutely not.
Right? Yeah. Unsigned is going to wave Scorn over to him, and then tell Crank and sorry, what's the name of the gunner again?
Raze.
Raze. R-A-Z-E.
R-A-Z-E-Z. Crank Raze. Okay, you get your turret pointed at where those two tracks intersect, yes? And around 5 seconds before the train is a couple of seconds before the train crosses that area, just shoot. It's as simple as that. For the time being, I'm going to see if I can't pull the route out of that junction box.
Okay. Head over to it to hack into it.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. The ground is cold. Just as snow gets in your ankles, your socks, and parts of your. It's definitely a different kind of feeling. But you walk across the 50 meters over to this junction box and give me a just click tech. Give me a tech roll, please.
I will be going with them just as a heads up.
Okay.
I can't remember if it meets it. I can't remember if equaling a stat is a pass or not. I don't think it is.
Don't worry about it at the moment. You did exactly what I needed you to do. Walking up to the junction box, it's not like you've seen a whole lot of these, but there is the mechanics of it. There's the sensors on the track. There appears to be something that's been spliced into the sensors, and there's a little tiny box there on the switch.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so it already looks like someone's jury-rigged something onto here.
Yes.
Interesting. Then he's going to try and tap into the jury rigging first, and not the original device.
Okay. It's a mechanical device. You can't really hack into it per se, though. With everything else, there is a network here to hack into that controls the internals of all this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it doesn't have a plug on it or anything, but
it does. It does actually. It has a maintenance plug.
Oh, fantastic! Well, Unsigned will plug into that as opposed to the original signal box. So.
Okay. For once in your lifetime, you enter a basic normal network. It feels like forever since you've been in a network like this. To any degree.
He was reflexively loading up like 50 different programs and speedies, and then it's like RAM limit reached. It's like, what? How has this network already hit the RAM limit? I've only loaded up 50 programs.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of looks around this empty white box and just goes, oh. What does he actually find before I interrupted you? Sorry.
I do have a map set up for this. I'm just trying to find it real quick.
Oh, good.
I am slightly off my game today, so just a moment.
I will never forgive you.
I know. It's what can I say?
Hey, Unsigned, are we meant to be being stealthy at the moment?
There's not really much to hide from yet. No many places to hide.
Alright, but like, how do we feel about loud noise? That can be distracting for you.
Not really.
Wonderful.
Although we also don't want to warn the train that we're here. So yes, we don't have to be stealthy, but let's not create giant smoking holes in the ground or something like that. I don't know what you have planned.
You jack into this network and immediately find a pretty much a skunk. It's actually been recoded as red, and it's running in circles, chasing its own tail.
Fantastic. Let's pop this up. So Unsigned 2 Speedy's auto res. One sec. The first action's going to be load a shield up, and then we're going to walk straight past.
You find yourself at a password. It's been reinforced with some kind of virus.
In what way do you mean it's been reinforced? Because, I mean, he's looking at it and it looks like a pretty simple password, right?
Okay. Oh, it completely does. It's just, give me an interface check.
Cool. And I'm assuming this is a regular interface, not a cracking the password interface.
No. This is just This is your understanding of the architecture.
Understood. That means I'm going to have to actually hop out, weirdly, to go here. There we go.
This architect appears to be under the influence of some kind of virus.
Ah, got you. Does Unsigned think this is the... Is he in the Signal Box network right now, or is he in the Jury Riggs device network?
You're in the signal box.
Ah, okay, it makes way more sense then. Got you. Well, he'll kind of brush his hand up against the virtually closed door in an attempt to get out of his way. Yeah, I think that'll do it.
Even with whatever reinforcement or virus is protecting it, you shatter it wide open.
It's almost like one of those anime things where the overpowered character just kind of touches the bad guy and he goes fucking flying off the side of the screen. It's just the part. And then he's off. To wherever lies beyond.
Coming here, this black ice has been deactivated. Whatever virus infection in the system is holding it down and at bay.
And I'm assuming he hasn't seen any way to access the jury rigging device yet, right?
Yeah, not as yet, no.
Cool.
Coming forward more. 1 second. Here we go. Coming to a control node of the actual switch itself.
Right. This, I mean, he will quickly tap into and take a look. This is, I'm assuming, a very simple trains go left, trains go right, right? And that's it.
Absolutely. However, I am going to need a control check from you.
Yeah, he'll do a controller just because obviously he has to theoretically actually take control to. There you go.
Okay. The virus in place has this hard coded for the train to go a specific direction.
Okay. Right. So with that, well, firstly, which direction is that?
Basically to the east, into the canyon.
Cool. Simon's going to go on.
Okay, as a note with that, the virus in place is having it hard-coded to go that way, which is overriding a safety lock on the track.
Got you. And I'm assuming if he has it like right now, the tracks are physically also pointed in that direction, right?
Correct.
Cool. With that all said and done, he's going to crack an eye open from his kind of kneeling spot in the sand. Snowy sand, actually. And he's going to look up at Scorn and just remark, someone's put some device on this track that's forcing it to redirect the train. It's probably how they're managing to steal these cybercycles.
Yeah, that sounds like you're probably right.
It's because I am right. But my point is that someone recently came here to physically plant a device on this train track.
Oh shit, so you think they might be nearby?
Let me figure out how recent before I give you that. But it's worth remembering. You may
play
want
a
to
little
have a look
quieter
around the area.
Sure, yeah, I'm keeping watch.
Go ahead and take a +1 bonus. You know what? Take a +2 bonus for free to your perception check.
I'm going to use 37
I've
plus
set you up for the ultimate perception check now, buddy. This is your time to shine.
Because you're taking extra time and you're trying to confidently say this to Unsigned, so I can see you actively trying to where's Waldo?
I'm going to nick a
Where's the
couple
white
plus
and
twos as
red
well.
and white striped corporation? It's not one.
Fuck! It's a 14.
You beat a 13, which is probably not going to be enough. But
Nah, yeesh.
Let me look at your character sheet real quick, just to double check something. Score.
I'm dumb.
Oh, I know that. I fully know that.
I don't think he needs to check your sheet for that, buddy.
Oh. Fire
Okay.
eyes?
So,
Anyway.
It is dark. It is snowing. You're out in the middle of nowhere. So what little bit of light you guys are providing is illuminating the area. But you're also seeing maybe dancing lights coming from the canyon. There's a bit of red and moving bits of like magnified luminescence.
There is a wizard over there. Is that
There's a what?
is some people? There's some lights and stuff over in the distance.
The
Suspiciously. So.
snowstorm will turn into a blizzard.
It's okay,
Well,
I'm
'cause I can't see any
trained
further
in
anymore.
survival.
Alright. I'm assuming that this Hackatron device is just hard-coded just to say, okay, it's clearly like they've just got a bunch of different ones for each signal box and they just put the correct one in each box, right? There's not like the whole overriding plan for the entire journey is on this one override device, right?
Correct.
Yep, that's fine. There's nothing he can do here, then. Nor is there anything he can do for the train. Because we already know their original route is, and that's not a problem.
Okay. Knowing the original route the train was supposed to go, this is divergent.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is the point where they diverge. We haven't got signal right now, have we? There.
Like in the if you're asking if there's signal
terms
in
of
the
pulling
train.
up a map to follow where the train tracks go.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How fast is this train likely going to be going?
Very.
More than like 4 dozen?
4 dozen units of what?
Like just
It will be going
general speed.
far faster than that tank or your bus can ever go.
All right. What if the bus was falling? All right. Anyway, so how long on a scale of sort of 1 to 100 meters would it take for the train to stop?
Probably the full 100.
All right. So can't we start shooting at the tracks more than like 6 seconds away? Because
I mean, 6 should be fine.
but if we miss, we want a chance to like not miss. Right. By the way, I privately rolled myself to see if he could figure this out, and I somehow rolled a 15 on education, 18 on I was like, yeah, I feel like that warrants. Because it's just in case they miss. You don't want to. If it's going to take a fucking age for it to stop, then it's going to come off the tracks, even if we get 5 shots at it. Hopefully, like, I don't know, 15 seconds, 20 seconds.
Yeah, that should be fine. The thing I want to avoid is just warning the guys on the train that it's going to happen. They might have.
Oh, that's
well. Let's just assume that the train has armed guards. If they have 10 seconds, they have enough time to brace.
That's right.
But you're the one who knows how to shoot the tank, not me.
I don't know.
As far as I'm concerned, as long as the track gets hit, I'm happy, and the later you can leave it, the better.
Alright, I think we should give Rays 3 shots.
You said you got
9
2
seconds?
barrels to the tank.
What? How long does it?
Sure.
You know how to reload a tank?
No.
Alright, I got a task for you. When we get back, tell Doc Nova we need a little reload goblin.
Maybe you can find someone willing to whatever. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can't retroactively get us paid more. Unsigned's going to jack out of the. Well, he's going to first try and cloak himself here, and he'll take his time to do this.
Okay.
We got any +2s?
Got 35.
35.
Fuck me. Right. Okay. I don't need that many, but because we got so many, I'm still
But
going to
you're
use.
not gonna use all 35 on the same row.
That would be very funny, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to use 2 of them.
This is why I suggested putting them into my perception roll.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Well, that's a pretty nice quick roll.
God damn.
Pop out. Now he's going to pop back into the hijacking device this time.
Okay. You find yourself back here at the beginning of this network.
Oh, I see. So it kind of melds into the same network then, is what he would say.
Correct.
Ah, okay. Misunderstood now.
Okay.
Based off of Manstein's intuition, would he think that this device is going to be picked up later? Or is it going to be left here? This is very much a kind of vibe check.
Deduction.
Deduction. And I'm going to use 10 plus 2s for this deduction. Because I can. That feels a bit silly, but sure. Let's go for it. There you go.
No, that
Yes.
means that you can now also use 10 plus 2s.
Yes.
He thinks it's going to get picked up again, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. Then he is now going to write the world's most extremely well-coded virus of all time. And he is basically... what it's going to do is that when it gets picked up...
Stop.
And, go on.
Before you even do any of that,
Okay, does.
you have to be at the bottom level of the network first.
Okay.
And getting back to here
Mm-hmm.
and trying to do this is not the bottom of this network.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were at the bottom because there wasn't a little blue square. My bad.
100% correct. And even as you're trying to do this from here,
Oh, I
trying to
see. Okay.
There's more network here. You have yet to find it.
Okay. I guess he's going. I guess this is technically a scanner, but yeah, he's gonna put his virtual feelers out and try and see if he can find what the rest of this network is.
I think there's a skill for that called pathfinding.
Of course, yeah, the one I never use because I always blindly advance.
Yes, yes.
I don't usually have enough time for these
With
net
that-
actions looking.
With that, skating around, feeling around the network, finally, you will actually
Crazy.
find another part of the network that has been hidden. Once again, you find yourself another black eyes that has been deactivated by the virus.
Lovely. Right, blindly moving on.
That is 100% fine. You come to an actual control node. This one is actually set up on a timer. The timer has actually passed, and a secondary timer is in effect.
Mm-hmm.
Interface, electronics.
Flat interface, or do you want electronics? I can do either.
I'm throwing out some skill things to understand what's going on with this control node.
I'll roll you both, and then you can just decide what I get from that. So the interface... Oops, focus and cancel. Interface is that, and the electronics is that.
Okay. You are definitely not in the junction box network anymore. You are definitely in the device that was attached to it.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a secondary time, so it sounds like it's timing itself to...
Looking it over,
flip the
understanding
other
the timers on it, the first timer has been activated, which has actually completely moved the train this direction.
Cool.
Okay. A secondary timer is set to activate in just under 48 hours.
Okay.
To actually revert the current network, the actual network, back into place.
Mm-hmm.
And basically reset the network's systems.
Basically, just remove any trace of itself.
Yes. 48 hours. It's like,
Digitally. Okay.
it's about 47 hours and 13 minutes and about 12 seconds at the moment.
Cool.
And still counting down. The timer started at 48 hours.
Okay. We have two options here. I'm
Go ahead,
pretty
mate.
certain... No. Why would I do that? Anyway, I'm pretty certain that whoever made the device that's hacking into these signal boxes is going to be back within 48 hours to pick it up.
Alright, cool.
But that would be if everything went according to plan. And we're about to make it not go according to plan.
Right. Well, that means they've got to be close. Yeah.
Well, you're talking about lights further down in the canyon. Could be them.
As you
Yeah, I
look,
can't see them
make a
anymore. They seem to have
perception
stopped. Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Through the blizzard, but we will try.
yeah. God damn it, dude.
Easy peasy, mate. Just learn how to run.
What?
Hey.
Oh, nice.
Oh, now that you mention it, clearly there's some red lights. They could be running lights of maybe this train. You did research one a little bit to understand what you're dealing with here, because high rider trains are a bit different in space. Yeah, about a mile, like just outside from your visibility where you're at into the canyon. So about 1.5 kilometers away, just outside of that, and the storm's starting to come in, but the glow of illumination is coming from there, and the illumination does move and arc, and as like human perception checks.
Oh, I think I'm better at this.
Unsigned does not.
Can't be much worse.
Score, and you could put like walking around in an ash storm or a snowstorm, and we've got a really powerful mag light of some kind, and he's shining up in the air out in the middle of nowhere. Puts out a beam of light that extends, ascends really high, even for like 100 meters. Especially when you're out in the middle of nowhere with no light. There's probably 30 or so people moving around in that canyon with lights.
Ooh. Cool. How many people would it take, theoretically, to get this device? Is it quite heavy?
Unsigned just points to the probably USB stick-sized thing strapped to the side of a
And like
side
for
of the signal
people
box.
your size, that's a good thing.
Even
to
I
lift.
can carry multiple of those.
Alright. Okay, so I would say like 8 dozen, 9 dozen people over there.
What?
There's like
Yeah.
9
he
dozen.
briefly pulls his virtuality goggles to one side to squint.
There's like 9 to 10 dozen people over there. Like 30 over in that valley.
Right.
Looking around.
Well, I guess we didn't have to look very far to find the people that were diverting the train then, do we?
We could just pull the tank up and start randomly shooting into that valley.
It's not going to help us find out where it's going.
It would be quite fun.
Then again, I suppose that is our answer, right? It's not going anywhere. They just stop it. He will double check. Like, does this hijacking device seem to have any way of stopping the train? Or is it just redirecting?
I'm sorry, please repeat that.
The hijacking device, does it have any code that might stop the train itself as well? Or is it just moving the signal box? Yoink.
The file was actually the script and program completely running what's going on from this box. It's backfeeding into the entire network. Once the train line hit the previous signal box, this whole thing junction, this whole thing came to life. Yes, it actually overwrite with everything that was going on. It set the train into the canyon and then had it stop.
Oh, so we're late.
Correct. You are.
Unsigned very well. He'll cloak. It's quick. He's taking his time in his head, but obviously it's internet speed, so he's going to cloak. 10 is excessive. I'm going to take 5 plus 2s. He's going to cloak in the hacking device. There you go. He's out. And he's going to quickly push up to a stance and point in the direction of the canyon.
Start shooting.
They already have the train.
What?
Kill all but one of them. Let's go.
Alright, quick. And I'm going to grab
And
on
try
and
not to
sprint back
to break the cyber psychos out of their prison. The fight's going to be hard enough as it is.
Cool. As you go running back, and he said he's grabbing you and carrying you, just, you know, you get a free chance to kind of look around. The show's coming in, the light, the darkness, this solar AV crash coming to the area.
Again.
When we get back there.
Yeah.
You just hear like a muttered swear word from Unsigned, like, oh, for fuck's sake. Then he's pulled back.
Yeah, that came in just as you started hacking it. It was well, I mean, gonna say time just slowed down for them, but you jack out of this and go running back to the tank. Is there any particular way you're going to, instruct them to go? With the wilderness,
He's basically going to tell them to drive. I mean, the train's already gone, right? So there's no.
The train's in the canyon.
Yeah,
the
it's
train
already
is
passed
stopped.
here. Yeah. So I'm just going to instruct them to just follow the train lines into the canyon.
Okay.
And
Well, there is a train line that goes directly in and around the mesa.
Which is the one that they've currently taken, right?
Okay, they've diverted it into the canyon. You know this
that's
line
right,
goes
around
around the mesa and reconnects on the north side of all this.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll just take the same tracks the train did to get to where it did. Just drive the tank along them. Who cares?
Okay.
I mean, unless there looks like a spot we can kind of drive up to the top of the canyon and shoot down on them.
There is that. Yeah, yes.
Then we do that then. Well, he will instruct that to the other guys. Sorry, I thought it was kind of one of those sheer cliff canyons where you can't really get up the side of them, if you get me.
Oh no! Even the mesa leads around to it, around the canyon, and gets ahead of it. There's even a part of the embankment that you come up on it and actually have an overlook as well if you want to see what's going on in the canyon. You have options. I don't.
I got you. Yeah, no,
It's
we'll
hard
shoot.
to make a big enough map to give you guys this scope
Yeah,
of
no.
visibility. So,
I totally get you. Yeah, we'll go up onto the top of the canyon and shoot down. I mean, I'm assuming the tank can shoot down like that, right?
Let's hope
Yes.
so. Okay.
Yeah.
it needs a certain amount of clearance,
Yeah.
but yes.
And drive up to the canyon, I guess.
I'm
so
going
what are
to
you-
need. I need a D10 roll from you, Crank.
Okay.
Um,
That's good.
Scorn and Unsigned can hop on, and you can bring this thing to life and start heading east before the pod lands on your tank. And I say pod, but there are 3 of them.
Ah, great.
Okay.
Well,
As you go rolling away from them in the desert, 3 of the Shiva frames have dropped down and have started active patrols. And I will make checks for them as you go piloting. Are you trying to stay? I'll give you something better than this to ask this question. Alrighty. Coming up and around the canyon from a kind of this vantage point, you can see over the sides, and this is probably the closest you would bring it at the moment. But the weapon systems from here can see this way towards the actual train here. And actually, if you guys come more north, you can actually see around the canyon this way, get clear line of shots as well.
We can only see.
I know, I'm fully aware of that. Okay, due to the heavy storms, if you want to try to get anything visible, you have to get out and actually stealth. If you just want to get a clear vantage point to come around and fire, I need to understand that now.
Well, basically, if we can get a shot down on them, then that's good. Otherwise, I leave it up to the discretion of the guys who actually know how tanks work.
Interesting that you assume these people know how tanks work.
Heck,
Unsigned isn't going to tell people how to use their own property.
I would have shouted. I would have told you as I was like rugby ball carrying you back to the tank, and I was going to, but I didn't want to interrupt. Right, we need a fucking plan. You're doing the planning. Tell us what to do. We'll smash it up. Think of the plan quick. We're gonna be back there in no time. I'm fucking fast.
Pick off the stragglers, try and leave a leader alive, try not to break out too many cyber psychos.
Can I go down and wreck shit while he's shooting?
As long as you don't die,
No promises. And then wait.
I'll come with you.
Alright, so
Hey! Boss, before you run off, you hear Ray's claim from inside the tank.
Oh me, yeah, what?
Hey, like, you guys may not be able to see shit up there, but I can.
What?
They're unloading dead bodies and stripping them from the tank.
Oh, buddies.
And they're putting on the uniforms and outfits.
Oh, they want to go to where we're going? Where they're going? You know,
What?
There's a very small chance we can just talk to these people and not have to kill them.
That's boring. I want to kill them.
I don't care about
Okay.
what's boring. Look, our job was to stop the train reaching its destination, right?
Right.
Also, I think we're outnumbered about 10 to 1.
Ooh, this will be easy.
One of the tank.
That's like, your call, tell me what we're doing here. I can
Okay.
see a little bit through the scope.
Alright, come on, Doc, on side. What are we doing?
I'm not the doc anyway. I think we should go and speak to them. And you get the tank ready to blow up a very large chunk of them should things go south down there, okay?
Love it. Let's go.
And we'll just ignore the second squad of Orbital, Highlander, Cyber Psycho that just got dropped on us. And I hope that we don't find them this round.
Who's doing this?
So get that tank into position for a good first shot.
Coming around the junction and up. Like, think of the junction probably about 20 squares south of the map. Okay? And the map's really down there, I know, but, you know. They're more down that range, slowly coming north. So you have some time. Coming closer to the cliffside here, you can see a massive, massive train. Okay, 10 cars, double locomotives in the front and back. and there is a lot of individuals. I've asked you for enough perception checks at this point, so
Just to be sure, I can keep an eye on them through the scope, right? Because the scope can see them, right?
yes.
Okay.
You'll probably want to drive. I'm not sure if you can see my measuring stick, but you probably want to be driving to. One second, let me get the stick out.
If you guys get too closer from there, it is going to
Yeah.
alert them. Okay, from there, they can literally fire this way, which is the train is which way the train is going,
Mhm.
to literally hit the tracks ahead of the train.
Ah, cool. So they're fine there then. Okay.
Yeah, and they're
Okay.
kind of hidden by all of this right here.
hmm
What?
Uh,
Hey,
Just
Hey,
to
what-
confirm, there's no. You go in first, sorry.
oh, I just wanted to talk to you. Why? You said that we could try to talk to him, and as we're walking down here, I'm like, in my head, I'm like running that through. What am I saying?
Oh, we just want to see if our goals align with theirs, really.
I mean,
Several individuals in Wasteland Jacks, Wasteland pretty much overcoats, gas masks, weapons are pretty much going through stripping bodies by more some of these insane looking scav folk are literally stripping the body, taking the clothing, the armament, the outfits of these MacTac security officers and putting it all on.
we lose a big advantage by talking to them, right?
We do.
Look, these cunts are, for lack of a better word, cunts. Cunts is cunts everywhere you go.
And all we have to do is pull the trigger on that tank, and this train isn't getting to its destination.
Yeah, but the difference is we might be down there or we might not. Anyway, your choice. What we doing? Talking or not?
From even here, right here, there's just shy of like 30 bodies you can see on the ground, stripped and dead from this train.
Do some of the people that we're seeing there alive? Like, presumably there was a fight, right? So like, are some of them injured? Like, are we third partying this effectively?
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is definitely we are
The
intervening in
few
existing
that are a
conditions.
couple injured coming out still, like, as they go to strip them out, the hand moves like, stop, please, like, unemotionlessly, weapon comes out, slits their throat right through the skull.
Oh, sorry, but I meant some of the ones that are the current force to contend with. Have they taken
No.
any casualties?
They're
Nope.
pretty much unscathed, are they?
Okay. You can actually see from here. Remember how I said there was an encampment on the mesa?
Yeah.
The mesa's just to the west.
Well, I go to
Still
zip
see
over just
tracks
to get
and
it on the map
lines.
and then come back.
I'm sorry, unsigned what?
I was
Oh,
just
he
thinking
just-
so
he just wants to
I could see the mesa and then I'm coming back.
Mm-hmm.
On the map.
Like,
Yeah.
just over here was actually the encampment you guys were starting to see on top of the mesa. You can even see tracks and lines where they've actually come down from there here.
Mhm.
From your education areas that you see, this was a multi-pronged ambush they pulled off here.
All right, we got.
Yeah.
Right, now's the time.
How much do you care about the bonus? Go on.
I don't know.
Stealth checks.
What is the bonus?
You guys never asked.
Yeah, he.
How could something
And a
that
bit-
big and green hide so well in a... Anyways,
Maybe it's
2
a
plus
couple
2
of-
is going into this.
Right.
Just as well.
Yeah, good time to use him.
Yeah, and Sign's going to take a step back because I'm assuming if we're rolling these stealth checks, it's kind of they are getting closer to within. I can't just stand there and casually chat kind of distance, if you know what I mean.
now you're watching people around, even inside some of these train cars here.
Yeah.
There's actually, you can see... That's the wrong one.
I got you.
All
That's
right.
right.
We could just go get into the cockpit and then shoot the tracks out on both sides, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go down.
Kind of in a very cinematic way. You see Unsigned, he stands up from the little crouch he has at the edge of the ledge and pulls up his agent that he has pinned almost like a military radio to his chest on like a magnetized case. He just reaches to it and just presses the button and transmits over to the tank crew. Alright, destroy the lead train. Or destroy the engine. And he's
So at this point in time, you hear the start. They actually even just as you push the button, you guys can actually hear the first beginning of the shouts in the canyon. As you hear what, and beams of red light vibrate through the snow and fog, giving an ambient glow to the shouts and carnage in the canyon.
Yeah, we really don't want to be down there anymore.
Hey, why don't we go to the where all those boxes are that you won, whilst there's a distraction.
Fine. But we are leaving at the first sign of trouble.
Yeah, hold
So-
a second.
Just going to the lead now to see what the original route for the train was going to be. Wait, no, the original route doesn't fucking matter. No, this is worthless.
People begin to scream, run in the train. The train's locomotives begin to sound off and roar to life as thick black smoke mixes with the ambient snow and fog as screams come from the south side of the map, south side of the canyon. The train slowly begins to roar to life and it starts to slowly move north, i.e. up to the top of the map.
Yeah, yeah.
So, wait. So
Shoot the engine now.
Yeah, you got.
then I guess I tell Reyes to shoot the engine,
Okay.
and
You hear,
maybe also
engine or
start moving-
track?
Sorry, what?
From like engine or track?
Engine or track?
Engine. And then the
Engine.
track to be safe. Keep shooting until the engine's destroyed and then work on the track.
As you guys go, I'm guessing running over to the tank.
It's good, isn't it? Slightly hairy crossfire going on here, but we'll be fine.
You guys are raised in the canyon.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I didn't need a stealth check to a certain point of things because you are literally well outside. They have to get close to the window in the train and look up to even see a chance of seeing you. And those on the other side of the train have to be far enough from the train to see over it to see you guys on the top of the canyon wall.
It's
a good
pretty
one.
good enough. Jesus, the screen just explodes with dice.
Yes. Okay, that's a good.
Only
that's
one crit out of all of that, Jesus.
I think it's more.
I think we got.
I think it just can't show all of them.
A double blast goes off, and Scorn, are you leading or following on the sign back to the vehicle? To the tank.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Scorn was just watching the explosions. He's just stood staring at the big booms. That's great. Yeah, he hasn't started running anyway yet.
Okay. The Ford locomotive goes up in a massive ball of smoke, and the train, as it's slowly trying to come up, move, lurching forward, will slow down. But there's still 3 more locomotives on this bitch. As I said, 2 in the front, 2 in the rear.
in the back.
Yeah, that's
Keep shooting. Make sure you get the ones in the
Yeah.
back.
Yep. She starts
Can-
to reload.
Can I maybe drive up a little bit closer to make it maybe be a in a more optimal range, or is it
This thing
already
has-
optimal range?
This thing has, unlike a normal weapon, which has very small optimal ranges, it's a military grade weapon. The weapon ranges are much bigger blocks.
Okay. And I guess
Scorn, I'm going to need a perception check as you watch this. The train's doing this. Like, unless you get involved, the attention is pretty much in a different aspect for this couple seconds of what all this is going on.
11.
Okay. The train is starting to move forward. There are some people at the back part of the train trying to shoot at the frames that are coming, that are actually moving into the canyon as the train starts to slowly pick up the speed. You watch this, and people are running, grabbing, some of the weapons off the dead, and even trying to hurriedly throw some extra things into the train as they run, scurrying, trying to keep up with whatever plan they have going on. 6 seconds later, there's 2 more blasts again.
All right, 6 seconds.
Yep.
And the train's not moving very fast.
It was at a complete halt, and it does take a minute to start, to spin those turbines, actually make connections, slowly come up to speed. This whole process, normally for a train to even do all that, takes about 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And is just now coming to an end to actually, slowly, meter by meter, lurch forward.
All right. I don't know what the plan is yet, but I know that this train is somehow important. And there's been a lot of confusion going on recently, so I'm not really sure, honestly, what's happening anymore. I turn around to ask on sign something, and he is not next to me anymore. So I'm going to just take matters into my own hands here. And I'm not sure what's happening right now, but I'm going to start... He feels pretty confident in his stealth. He's going to start moving and trying to time it with the next shot, with it being, consistent firing speed, and he's been around the tank a bit. He's going to start running along the cliffs here, trying to stay hunched, and he's going to try and jump to the top of the middle of the train.
Okay.
Okay. That's nice knowing you, Scone.
I don't understand what's going on.
I know, Fish.
Well, this is very much something you can do. I am going to need that athletics check from you.
Yeah, he's trying to get to the point where it's a little bit closer jump. It looks like it curves towards the train.
Yep.
Alright. And he'll be trying to, if he can get onto the train, he'll be trying to hit it so that he goes flat to try and remain in some semblance of stealth at this point. Because he's just confused at the moment.
Okay. Give me a concentration check. I can try to alleviate some confusion.
Alright, 16.
Okay. Anything in particular you're confused about?
Oh no, I mean, I think I understand. The train has multiple engines. It's slowly pulling out. I think the fighting in the valleys due to the drop pods. Is that right?
Yes. As you get here from this distance, there is just outside your field of range due to the snow. But closer to this part of the train over here are actually those three things that fell are in the valley there, and you can see red streaks of lasers coming off of them as they are they're starting to attack the train. They're also starting to attack people on the other side of the train where you're hearing them scream and shout as gunfire is erupting, trying to fire, as they fight back. This is all on the other side of the train, though, at the moment.
Yeah. No. So, yeah, I understood the situation correctly. All I'm saying is that Scorn hasn't got a fucking clue what's happening right now.
Screw me.
I think as he lands on the train and is lying down, he's starting to put stuff together, but he really is just somebody that needs to be told what to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he was left on that edge. So he was like, I know the train's important, let's get on the train. So I'm gonna just go ahead.
Go right ahead. It's probably gonna automatically drop you inside of it.
Yeah, I'm
because
in the
there's
train. I'm just gonna put myself here, but I've landed on the roof here, and I'm just
Yes.
lying down. And I'm gonna. I don't know what comms we've got, but I'm assuming I've got radio comms or something to the team. I'm like, right, I'm in.
What?
I'm on top of the train.
Why are you on? Okay.
I don't know. What's the next part of the plan?
All we have to do is destroy the engines so the train can't ever go anywhere.
Okay, which way? Up or down?
Trains go forwards and backwards. Score.
All right, left or right?
Is the just currently destroying engine to your left or your right?
Well, it's sort of straight ahead.
the two lead locomotives
The
are
two lead
damaged,
ones,
burning wrecks at the moment. They are, for the most part, you would say useless.
Scorn, can you see any kind of command car or something where somebody controlling the thing might go that isn't the engines?
Hang on.
Can I take some
Oh,
coke? While,
okay.
Holy
while-
shit.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
take some coke if that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. So to be clear, only one end of the train is destroyed right now. In this moment.
Yes.
Okay.
You-
I mean,
Yep.
it's going to be at the end, right?
Probably.
Towards the lasers.
Yes.
Right. And you want me to
Don't
go
have do
there?
it, but that's you decide whether you think you can get it without dying. If you can, go for the lasers. If you can't, then just come back and we will just complete what we got paid here to come for.
Head towards the lasers, right?
Probably.
Yes.
All right. Just hang on. I'm just going to step out of character for a moment.
You asked me a
Trying
lot
to
of
kill me?
very vague questions. I can't give you good answers, go on.
All right. Is the train
Just
starting to
look.
move the other way, or is it not doing anything?
Okay. No. It was just starting to be at that point of moving forward. That everything connected, it was no longer spinning and the train was actually pushed forward. However, the front two cars that were acting as the pulling function are now useless weight. The last two cars, sadly, do not have enough capability to move this on their own. The train's at a standstill.
Oh, I do see something. I'm
Yes.
just on top of the train. He still understands there's a fight going on. He just wants to see how the fight goes on. So he's just gonna start. I'm gonna start crawling along the top of the car.
Okay.
Metal Gear Solid with an orc. Fantastic. That's what you get.
Yeah. I see the commander car. I'm going
Good
there
way you
now.
are.
It is very close to those lasers. Are they like painful lasers or like?
Yes, they will kill you.
Okay. Because I've been in lasers before, like nightclubs and stuff.
Not those kinds of lasers.
All right. Ouch, lasers.
Well, they are actually the same, but I'm not going to waste time explaining it.
Oh, well, no, that's fine then.
Well, they don't
I'm
hurt.
immune to those.
No, you are not. These are the kinds of lasers that kill people.
Roll me a persuasion.
Sure. There you go, there's my massive persuasion.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. Oh, what's everyone else doing?
Well, Einstein doesn't really feel like going to die, so he's just going to chill and wait for. We're just going to leave, go on to do a little Metal Gear Solid operation to see if he can get the route or not. And if not, we drive off. Seems like a very good plan, right, guys? He
I
leaves one-
mean,
as you are hopping down, crawling, the hatch right behind you opens up, and out of the top comes, okay, one of the security, a person that looks like a security operative of the train. And as they come up, they see you and, and go, "What the?
Get down!
Hold it right there!
Get down! The lasers are deadly, apparently."
Give me a persuasion. Just, as you say that, like.
All right, I'm gonna nick a couple of +2s. I'm gonna nick a dozen +2s.
Which means 2 or 3?
3.
Okay.
22.
They get down and like, "Who are you? What are you doing here?"
I'm gonna take out the lasers, and then I gotta try and get to the commander car so that we can save the train. I'm still waiting for orders from leadership for the rest, but we gotta take this one step at a time, man. Just one step at a time, you know. What?
Who are you speaking to, Scott?
Oh, hang on. I'm getting orders. Hello?
Who are you speaking to?
Oh, hey, what's your name? And your title or rank? Are you what are you?
I'm Steve.
Like, I'm talking to Steve.
What uniform is Steve wearing?
Hey, Steve, Steve, stay down, but also get up, if you know what I mean. The boss wants to know, what's your rank, Steve?
I want to know what side he's on, Scorn.
What? Okay, what side are you on, Steve?
At that point, he literally, he looks at you for half a second, shakes his head, he gets up, clearly showing the slightly bloody uniform of Max
Steve.
Tech Trauma Team Security, pulls up the heavy SMG, and begins to aim at you.
Don't do it, Steve.
We were such good friends.
Steve, I can get you out of here. Right, just don't do anything hasty. You're gonna have a good life, Steve.
I don't know who you are, but get off my train.
Alright. Deal. Is it your train?
Yeah, it is. Human perception.
Human perception?
Human perception.
Yeah,
this guy's lying his fucking ass off.
Alright. Okay. Oh shit. No, Steve, I can help you. Right?
Get off the train before we alert home office.
Home office. Come in, home office. You know who Steve is? I'm gonna launch myself at Steve.
That's a good start.
Give me a reflex check real quick.
We nearly built a bridge across that border there.
I would fucking tried, alright? You want athletics, sorry?
Just reflex.
Oh, reflex? Gotcha.
Yeah. Figure already in the trigger. As you leap towards him, he is going to open fire.
Can I evade?
Okay. You're more welcome to, but the gun goes wild.
Yeah.
14 on a crit miss. Yikes. Unless he's used some luck, of course. But still.
But yeah, you're free to go.
I'm gonna just say, don't make me do this, Steve. But I'm already punching him at that point.
Stop resisting.
Steve, why did you make me do this? I'm gonna make sure you don't die, Steve. I feel so bad now. All right, hang on. First one. Oh, that was me again. Okay.
Are those with your +1s from fighting earlier?
They are not. That's a good point. I'll make sure I add those from now on.
No, it's okay because like I told you, I would help out because it is a new form of martial arts and everything else.
Okay.
Jesus wept.
Steve, I know. Just grab him, and I'm gonna headbutt him. Let's see if that does anything. Can I add some plus?
God.
I'm gonna add some +2s to the damage, if I may, because
That is technically allowed. Yes.
I'm gonna add. I kind of just want to take this guy out quick. So can I add 3 +2s to this?
Just, you know what? Just add all of them so that Up doesn't get to use them.
All right, I'll add 10. Okay.
Plus
10
20
plus
damage
2.
is good. Plus 20
I
damage
feel
is
like
good.
a bonus 20 damage to whatever you're about to do is going to be nice.
42 points of damage. Ignores half armor. I'm sorry, Steve.
That's the worst non-lethal hit I've ever seen in my entire life.
I
You
am
hit
trying to
him.
make it non-lethal, but I'm guessing it's not.
If you're trying to make it non-lethal, you knock him out. You crack his nose. He's bleeding profusely from the place, and he's unconscious with a concussion. If you didn't wish to hold back, ever seen that video of Sledge-O-Matic 5000 against the melon?
No, I genuinely like Steve at this point.
Yeah. You completely bust his nose open and knock him clean out.
I would actually like to interrupt your statement though really quick. If you're talking about crushing melons, there's a much better one with Doc Nova crushing a melon. Genuinely available if you go follow Steelforged Gaming on YouTube. It's a thing of beauty. I'm just going to give a quick shout out to lovely guy that plays Doc Nova. But please, carry on.
Absolutely fine. The snowstorm begins to get worse.
All right, I'm going to message back through. All right, command. I've got Steve. He's safe. Can I get off of this fucking train?
It's not even moving at the moment. Is at this point the last train car behind you explodes
All right, fuck
all
this
the way
shit.
down.
I'm gonna grab Steve and I'm gonna jump back across the cliffs and start sneaking my way back to the tank.
Just bring Steve with you. We'll interrogate him.
No, he's a nice guy, and I'm gonna take.
We will ask him very nicely. then.
I need another stealth check from you as you slink away.
That's totally fucking fair. I am trying to bring Steve as well. Is it bad that even out of character I hadn't even considered interrogating Steve? I just wanted to bring him away. But that's a good idea. 14. That's good.
The few guards on top of the train that are moving forward, trying to use it to attack the frames, are completely. Everyone's focus is a completely different direction, and that's just enough outside that scope, that blinder vision, that you sneak back away from their vision, around the cliffside, and back to the tank.
I'm like carrying Steve, like like Baywatch running out of the sea sort of stuff. He's my best friend.
The fight continues. 3 of the 4 locomotives are completely destroyed. Gunfire erupts. How long do you guys stay here to watch what happens?
Oh, I mean, Unsigned's not interested in staying at all. He's just ready to drive off the second everyone's back together.
Frank wants to watch a bit more what's going on.
The fight will actually continue for about 2.5-3 minutes before over half of the people that have exited the train have died, but they finally managed to destroy one of the Shiva flames, which sends a cascading effect because it explodes, setting off an EMP field, which any of your guys' electronics, fucked. Tank is not electronic.
Yeah.
And jeez, it's an old one.
It is an old tank. Yes. Okay. But anything that you would have on is within the blast radius of EMP that goes off when the Shiva frames blow up, which only sends them, which doesn't even affect each other. But would it will eventually?
Would that affect Cyberware?
Okay. Yeah, but it's only for about a minute.
Okay.
Might be, but Unsigned is now blind, deaf, and with one arm missing.
Yeah.
I mean, Crank is also blind now.
Okay. Scorn, it's really hard to move.
I don't need to move. That's
He
fine.
just lies down.
I lie down. Yeah, that's fine.
Make sure Steve doesn't leave.
Your
We can't let him
skin
escape.
is burning off from these red flakes.
I don't know. I'm gonna just, as best I can, shield Steve from it.
He's mostly covered due to the frame and stuff. Like you did, like you caved in the full helmet he had on. But I mean, wrap some cloth around his neck and he's fine. Put some gauze on the nose and stick the helmet back there. He's good to go. You guys will have to get bundled up to watch the show. Eventually, most of the shouting actually exits as the group will actually retreat on foot north out of here, leaving the 2 remaining Shiva frames to pretty much go around, and anything they find moving here, whether it be people damaged or they start attacking, and they will decimate 4 of the cars to the point of like using lasers. They will practically get sliced in half.
Shit.
Looks like we're done here. Let's leave.
I wasn't on that
And-
train. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here, man. Let's get back to Night Fest.
Well, we did see
Driving
this,
back to
Steve.
Nightfest.
You turn around and drive back. I'm going to give you guys a moment to talk amongst yourselves. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
So, what are we doing with Steve?
What do you mean?
We find out where they were planning to take the train, and then we let them go.
Okay.
All I know is that this was not Steve's train. He told me it was. He lied to me. Got
Yes, he is one of the hijackers, Scorn.
Is that better for us or worse for us?
It's good, actually, because any hopes we had of finding where the train was going to go after it had been hijacked were blown up with the rest of the train. However, we just have someone who knows what the plan is.
Okay.
Sweet.
After we asked him, can we keep him? Because he seems pretty nice, at least from what I heard from Scorn.
He tried to kill Scorn, and then you knocked him out.
Oh, that's... I mean, sort of. But, I mean, that's not the... That wouldn't be the...
That's why
Yeah, I
didn't
feel like you're putting things out of proproportion. I feel like you're kind of
Yeah.
exaggerating there.
There's more context to it than that. There's more nuance. Do you guys want to hear the song I wrote?
Yeah, sure.
It was a requirement of the job that I write a song about it as we do it. This is it. I'm gonna...
What's the song called?
What's the song called?
Yeah.
It's called Rail Me to Hell.
Unsigned doesn't really seem to be able to appreciate this. I mean, he's not like being derisive about it, don't get me wrong. It's more like, you've taken your grandmother to a metal concert and they just kind of don't know what to think.
Yeah, fair.
He's not like offended or anything. It's just not his vibe.
Cool, nice. Shit. I'm not.
Yeah, obviously. It's more just he's just got a confused listener on.
Can I join in a little bit? You know,
Cool.
just to support him. Come on, please.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
What about Rage?
So you take you take the brick, put it on the pedal, you tie some things together, kind of get it in a straight line, so it's just kind of driving on its own as the three of you will jam out on top of the vehicle.
Unsigned, take the wheel.
Unsigned gladly gets out of the way of the stin and goes inside. Puts the earmuffs in, puts like some tank commander headphones over the earmuffs so he's even more muffled out. And just focuses on people. He doesn't actually drive, you know, he'll just make sure the wheel stays straight, if you know what I mean. Wait, it's a tank, it doesn't even have a wheel, whatever, who cares. the magical steering wheel that for some reason exists in the tank. Yeah, if it's a tank, you just have to make sure that both levers are pushed forwards. So you just make sure that both levers remain being pushed forwards.
Perfect. You nailed it.
Nice.
Oh, you're so bad at this. Holy fuck.
I mean, even he knows you just have to push the vehicles forwards. So that's
You
just
guys
heroic fun.
ride
Anyway.
back. Raze will do her best to pretty much jam out with you guys, doing everything in her power to do percussions on the the tank and stuff, using part of her just giving you guys that beat when you guys jam out. On the side, I mean, point it like this and do this and
he's just muttering to himself about the fact this thing doesn't even have a net to control. He's really pissed about that. It's like he's driving a lawnmower as far as he's concerned. Even lawnmowers have nets these days. Oh well.
I didn't even get to blow shit up, man. I wanted to, kill some people. This was kind of boring, honestly. Can we maybe do something more interesting next time?
Yeah, man, we got Battle of the Bands coming up. Apparently that's in like a couple of weeks or something.
Oh, don't worry. It was a lot of fun. Crank just is annoyed because he didn't get to shoot anyone.
We do have a cubicle job we can do as well if you're really bored.
What's a cubicle?
It means a company.
What can they do?
I don't know. I just know that they have a job for me when I accidentally got one of their phones.
Oh, we need to do it for them. No, I'm not. Nah, no. No thanks.
Oh,
What?
I forgot about that. No, whatever.
Let's get it back. Let's get Steve up and Adam again. And we got oh well, we got Doc. Yeah, Doc will know what to do with stuff. Got him.
Yeah. He's an actual doctor, right?
Yeah, he's got a
Okay.
HDL.
perception checks for your ride back.
Our favourite kind of check.
I'm gonna have a nap.
Nice throw you got there, buddy.
Are you guys going to let Unsigned drive all the way back?
Aye.
I mean, Unsigned won't let Unsigned drive all the way back. Once he has to do anything other than drive in a straight line, he's going to be calling for someone else.
If it was down to score, I'm sure, but not his tank.
Can I
think we're getting
roll
close
it
now.
up?
Do one of you want to take over driving this? There's not even anywhere for me to plug in. Not sure what you expect me to do.
Fine. and then Crank will get back in his tank and start driving the tank again.
Really make my high hard sometimes. Anyway.
Almost an hour after you guys leave, finally decide to leave after the tank heist. Unsigned for a split second, a network, it's like a world sat comes online, but it must have been some distance behind you guys, because within like 60 seconds, the signal's gone.
If Unsigned looks... Well, Unsigned's currently hanging off the back of the tank, right? Or sitting on the back of it. I'm assuming there's nothing visibly different about the patch of desert they just drove over, right?
Nope. The blood red storm is calming down. Things are actually the weather's almost back to normal.
There's narrowed eyes of suspicion, and it's very obvious that Unsigned really wants to investigate. But he kind of fixes his jaw a little bit and just turns his head back towards the front and carries on. Whereabouts is Steve located? Do we have him like strapped to the side of the tank? What have we done with him?
He's on top of.
He's on top, right? Unsigned seems a little bit suspicious now, so he's going to go over to Steve and rifle through the guy's pockets for any electronics.
Okay. You'll find a personal agent on him.
Yeah. That immediately he just pulls out. Has Scum got a pistol on him?
I don't think I have it.
Fine, okay. The agent gets tossed over the shoulder into the desert. Anything that has any kind of wireless capability is thrown into the desert as they drive off.
Okay.
It's fine. He was just going to shoot it first, but it makes no difference. He just tosses all of it into the desert. Oh, yeah, it's an agent.
That's right.
Chances of there being plans on there. I just don't want to throw away the evidence in case there's like evidence for the route of the. Fuck it. It's better that he's just not tracked. Yeah, we just check everything off the edge of the tank.
Okay. Well, just as you do this to understand, perception check.
Okay.
And maybe I feel like there's been enough perception checks today. The cell phone, the agent is on. It did receive a message recently. It is currently outside a signal like you.
Oh, okay. Well, then he'll check. He'll definitely check the message before he checks it.
Okay. It is part of a literally as you open it up, it's almost like Insta app kind of group message with several names in it, and clearly activity started on it, but you guys lost connection range. It has what the hell was that? What's the tire gigs and shit? No, who attacked us? Sound off. Is everyone here? 1, 2, 12 names go off.
But we don't have signal, right? Okay.
And then signal stops.
Yeah, that's fine. Looks like Steve's friends will know that he's gone now. Or dead. Because they could just think he died.
I mean,
also unsigned electronic security check, please, while you're fiddling with his agent.
Yeah, sure.
either way, we'll be at Nightfest again soon, right? What are they going to do? Come there?
Doubtful. Oh, easy peasy.
Okay. Yeah. Hacking into it's easy. It is an agent. There is history and information on it. It's person's personal agent. They are part of a wasteland group of nomads and scavengers. Apparently, looking through the information chain, a lot of them been the targets of actually outlaws, marshals, various security forces in the region, and some of their members have been captured and sent off to prison. They were trying to rescue members before they got turned into whatever happens at this installation.
He told you. Yeah, so Unsigned kind of flips the phone around. Told you we should have spoken to them. They might have actually wanted to help us.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that says.
A bunch of their friends got kidnapped. They just wanted to go and make sure that their friends didn't get captured.
Alright, but I don't think the other things wanted to talk to us, right?
The robots with the lasers? No.
The dangerous lasers.
No. Yes, those are obviously a problem. But the Nomads? The Nomads weren't. Then again, we didn't directly kill any of them, but
We didn't
we
do
wasted a lot of
shit.
time and potential there. Just scrolling through the history, is there any mention of the location that the train was going to be taken to, or even like an inference to it in the chat history?
100% correct. There's actually an installation. Apparently, they've scattered out. This was apparently an operation months in planning. They were going to hijack the train and ride it to the installation to be able to shut it down and actually rescue a few important people of their clan that was recently captured.
Okay, so
This was going to be their ride into the station.
Yeah. Unsigned is going to throw everything but the agent then, in case he has like a PDA or memory, stuff that could still be used to track this guy's location. And he's actually going to leave the wireless intact on the agent, because there's signal at Nightfest, right?
Yeah. You guys are almost back within range of it, actually.
Yeah. But when we do get back in range, he's going to send a text.
To...
The group?
Okay. Well, for the sake of the plot, within about 10-15 minutes, all of your agents' devices come back online as you hit the outskirts of the city net around Nightfest.
Mm-hmm.
His agent starts to update, and it's a long list of, like, over half their people have been killed. Where the hell did these fucking things come from? I didn't know the Hyde Riders were involved. Well, this entire, job shot. Well, let's regroup, get vehicles. Maybe we can still hit the prison. No, we can't. That entire thing's shot.
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
we'll regroup at the Alpha Hive, and we'll talk from there. And that's where kind of the group message ends.
Mm-hmm. And to confirm, we were paid to A, stop the train, B, figure out where it's going. Correct?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Then Unsigned will send a text to the group saying, the owner of this phone is not dead and has just been captured by a third party who coincidentally was also trying to stop the train from reaching its destination. We believe that the people who have hired us to stop this train also wish for the facility to be destroyed. The owner of this phone is alive and will be found at Nightfest, was it? It's just got completely slipped my mind. Will be found at Nightfest, XXX tent number 27. We have no interest in harming you. We were just paid to stop the train and find out where it is going. And then he'll turn the agent around to show it to Scorn and Crank. They didn't mean us any harm, so...
Yeah,
Might as well.
cool. I'm really glad I didn't kill Steve.
Yeah, so am I.
Okay. Who is this? You get back to the message.
You can give him my name if you want.
No.
Don't give him your name, that's confusing as fuck.
So, yeah, you see, Unsigned was like scrolling through the special characters on the phone's keyboards, trying to find the Unicode for an unsigned integer, but he couldn't find it. He was muttering something about people being incredibly uneducated on this part of the planet. And he just says, I guess that works. Just put Scorn.
Put a love heart at the end. My thing, man. Make it green.
Unsigned just sighs and
Put a green love
scrolls through
heart.
the
Yeah.
emojis. Okay. There you go.
Yeah, I just want to confirm these are the good guys, right?
You could say so. They're not
Cool.
bad guys.
Are we the bad guys?
Usually, yes. Today, not really.
Sweet. Good enough for me. Right. How long until they reply, have they said?
They don't even reply. You guys will roll back in the Night Fest to see the full excitement of the night activities. While the snowstorm at Night Fest has stopped, it really only the piles of snow in places only help accent the neon, the body paint, and the freakishly deviant activities that is what is the nightlife of Night Fest.
Well, do you want to speak to Steve before I leave him in a tent?
Oh, yeah. Wake him up. How do you wake up people?
I think you punched.
Tynes kind of shrugs and just gives Steve a nudge of his foot.
I'm only good at the other thing. We should probably take the gun off him. He is not a good shot.
Probably a good idea.
As you guys are having this conversation, the fully body-plated individuals are playing tag and various kinds of eccentric games throughout Nightfest. Almost a glow-in-the-dark style of tag and hide-and-go-seek and hide-and-go-fuck games have begun to come quite popular at Nightfest. While mainly around the Ferris wheel area, several bonfires, truckfuls of chew, and large, just outdoor orgies are going on around the Ferris wheel tonight, which you all will see full bit of as you drive down Main Street and getting closer back to your camp.
What a weird way to live a life. I find it always sounds like disappointed as he sees all of this.
As you guys pull back into camp, you will all notice something. Even with all the terrible perception checks today, you guys get this one
Are you sure?
for free. Your van has been repainted.
Oh no.
There's a lot of I love sparkles, sparkle, sunshine, flowers. A lot of the green and brickdom of the bus is gone, and it looks like the bus has been graffiti arted by fans of Ultimate Sparkles.
You see Scorn's face drops as he bangs on the top of the tank and goes, "Raise, blow it the fuck up."
And the turret begins to turn. And we're going to stop it there for today. We're going to actually kind of wrap up chat. Thank you guys for being here and hanging out today. I'm sorry, Jansen. If you guys will all give me, how you feel about the group today at a scale of 1 to 5. And we will resolve things a bit with the only person who has any idea what's going on today, Unsigned.
Hello.
Star, wish, anything you like
sorry,
to say.
That's what you bring me up for. Star is going to go to Scorn. It's always very funny watching him not understand things fully and still somehow making a competent plan out of it because of his disgusting stats. It's like a true accidentally succeeding, suffering through success story for today. Can't give a star to Steven, otherwise I would. Poor guy.
He's got one from the chat already.
He's got one from the chat, so that's good. Wish. I keep this pace up. I kind of liked it. We still got some nice, role-playing, interesting stuff in. But we didn't kind of just flounder around and get flabby. So I did actually enjoy this kind of pace of the session.
Good.
We will pass it on to Crank.
Yeah, all of you did a great job again, but I think it has to go to Unsigned for today. Just for first of all being the only person that knows what the fuck is going on. And I mean, I just enjoyed a lot of the Unsigned moments again. Hard to describe. Like, yeah, as I said, I'm not good at this, but yeah, I think I really liked it. So yeah.
Glad to hear it. No shit, the DM's being attacked.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh no. Little Red is back. Alright. And what was your wish though, Crank? Did I miss it?
Oh yeah, wish. I want to blow up Sparkle's ugly trailer.
This is the same situation as when I was like, ram that bus, and I expected somebody to stop it from happening, and it didn't. And now I'm a little concerned that I've been like, blow up our bus, and fully expecting someone else to be like, no, don't do that. But now I'm also concerned this is going to happen. Shit, I should stop yelling this thing, but I'm not going to. I'll be there and make sure it doesn't. Hopefully, yeah, you like pop out of the bus or something. All right, my star and wish. I'm gonna give my star to Unsigned as well. I was going to. Yeah, I mean, it was just very good having somebody in the team that knows what's going on and can find out the information and stuff. And yeah, I very much appreciate that. And the effort that it must take to, effort and determination it must take to make that happen in the face of all the stupidity that you are experiencing in the party. So I really appreciate that. And then my wish is to have some interaction with Steve. I just hope he's not a fucking asshole, basically. Yeah, that's my wish. Yeah, I want to talk to Steve some more and get to know Steve. That's my wish. Ock, any stars or wishes from you? Predominantly wishes.
I gave chat my star last time, so they're not gonna get time. But Unsigned, I mean, you were the only person to be able to lead the blind today. So, but you definitely got a lot of stars for that. It really is the best because without you, this would have gone entirely worse. Now, granted, as I told you guys earlier, how you did this job made a lot of things. You guys could try to get on the train and do X, Y, and Z and stuff, like attacking the train while moving would have been differently, but for some reason the train was attacked. Other people were already involved. How is that going to factor in things? Oh, it is. Like, I planned this job can go 6 different ways. I'm now happy to see which way this job's going, so thank you all for that. My wish, I hope people keep tuning in and having fun.
Oh yeah.
That's as long as you guys are having fun and chat's having fun, that is always my wish at the end of the day.
Oh, looks like it's happening. So far.
Thank you guys. I'm happy you enjoyed the pacing a little bit. Cyber Psychos are easy when you ask them to chew 90-inch shell. So
yeah, we should do that more often.
But then again,
it was a good idea to bring a 10.
You also did use 12,000 eddies worth of ammunition so far today,
and 9 billion plus 2s.
So
we did not even touch on. We were given 37, 39, I think, over the course of the session, and we used all of them. But Blue Team were given close to 100 over the course of the session, and used like 80 of them in one session. We still
wet.
yeah. So we still didn't even get close to that.
However, you guys got to go have fun with your tank. Okay, and sadly, the tank will solve every situation. You don't get to use it for every situation.
Yes. Yeah, no, of course. I mean, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
still nice to have it.
We will see though in next session. We'll, as long as you don't, as Raze doesn't kill the rest of the group, things should go pretty normal next session.
Yeah, we should be chilling.
Who knows what's going on with the Neon Lizard, what they were up to, and how they're going to handle the group and what they've done with this operation. Can we have a little bit of camaraderie in jobs, or is everything going to go tits up? We'll find out again in 2 weeks.
We did
didn't
save
save
one
him,
of their
basically.
fellas and,
Yeah.
left him in a cool tent.
We are basically best friends now, so how could it possibly go wrong?
Exactly.
Thank you, guys.
Also, many.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. Carry on.
go ahead, you please. It's your
Well, I
channel.
was gonna. Well, no. You go because you won't get a chance to speak if I go first because I was going to sign this off.
I was going to say thank you, Ty. Thank you, everyone, all of the Oak Score people. Thank you for having me. This is Runner's Rise, and we'll be back again. Do it again next week. It's all yours.
Well, you stole my thing. I was going to say thank you, Ock. Go check out Ock and his channel. Obviously, incredible DM, wonderful guy. So please do go drop him a follow if you aren't for some crazy reason already. But yeah, it's hell of a lot of fun. We'll be back next scene with Blue Team. But before that, we'll be live again tomorrow, Saturday, Monday. The only days we aren't live currently is a Sunday, and I think that's going to change soon as well. Because why take a day off? Honestly, we're gonna go raid. We're gonna go raid the lovely Zoe Monroe, who I'm hoping is going to be in one of our games soon. So send them some love, throw them some cheese emotes. And yeah, say thank you to them. And until the next time, we will see you later. Let's go raid. Bye, everybody.
You're a god with your metal skin, but you forgot the war.